Good afternoon and welcome to Turf Moor. FA Cup action for you this afternoon with Burnley entertaining Norwich City in an all-Premier League clash. Burnley against Norwich City. We kick off at 3 o'clock. The Clarets are on a high after successive wins over Leicester City and Manchester United. The win at Old Trafford was Burnley's first there since September 1962. Sean Dyche was always going to shuffle the pack this afternoon. Ashley Barnes is recovering from his hernia operation. Johan Berg Gudmundsson getting closer and closer, and Ben Gibson isn't match fit. There's 5 changes. In come Hart, Long, Peters, Brady and Lennon. Out go Pope, Hendrick, Mee, Taylor and McNeil. Let's have a look at the Burnley lineup. FA Cup winner Joe Hart in goal. Matt Lowton at right back. Eric Peters, who scored in the last round here against Peterborough. Kevin Long and James Tarkowski in the centre. In midfield, Aaron Lennon, Jack Cork, Ashley Westwood, a finalist in 2015 with Aston Villa, and former Norwich player Robbie Brady. Up front, goal heroes from Old Trafford, Jay Rodriguez and Chris Wood. On the bench, Bailey Peacock Farrell, Charlie Taylor, Dwight McNeil, Jeff Hendrick, Matty Vidra, then 2 youngsters, Jimmy Dunn and Mace Goodrich. Norwich are bottom of the Premier League, 13 points and 7 places behind the Clarets. Survival remains their priority. They did win 4-2 at Preston in the last round. Youngster Adam Adai grabbed a hat-trick there that afternoon, the youngest hat-trick score in the major rounds of the FA Cup since Burnley's Ian Lawson back in 1957, but he's not figuring today. Farke has made changes. They lost 2-1 at Spurs on Wednesday night. Let's have a look at their lineup. Former Schalke keeper Ralph Farman in goal. Sam Byron will play right back. Birthday boy Jamal Lewis at left back. Grant Hanley and Christoph Zimmerman in the centre. Hanley is the skipper. Holding roles for Marco Stiepermann and Tom Tribal. Head of them, Onel Hernandez, who scored in the last round. Lucas Rupp, who joined them in January from Hoffenheim, and Mario Vrancic. Up front, Swiss striker Josip Dermich. On the bench, Michael McGovern, Max Aarons, Timu Pukki, their top scorer, Kenny McLean, Andre Duda, who's joined them on loan from Hertha Berlin in the window, Alexander Tettey and youngster Josh Martin. Signed from Arsenal, he got an FA Youth Cup hat-trick against Newcastle. He's in the 18 today. Early this season, Burnley won 2-0 here in the Premier League. Chris Wood scored both that day, opening his account for the season. He's now 10 for the campaign and 30 Premier League goals for the Clarets. These two sides have never met here in the FA Cup. Norwich have the one win at Carrow Road back in 2012 when they won 4-1, but they've only won once here in 21 attempts. That came in their promotion campaign of 2003-2004, 5-3 that day, but the Clarets have won the last 6 here. Our referee's top official, Michael Oliver. There will be VAR here today. He was in charge here of the defeats against Villa and Chelsea, did the 1-1 draw at the Amex back in September. Paul Tierney is helping him on VAR at Stockley Park. So to recap then, changes for the Clarets, 5 changes. In come Hart, Long, Peters, Brady, Lennon. Out go Pope, Hendrick, Mee, Taylor and McNeil. The Burnley lineup quickly again, 4-4-2, Hart in goal, Lowton, Long, Tarkowski, Peters at the back, Lennon, Court, Westwood, Brady against his former club in midfield, and the goal heroes from Wednesday night, Rodriguez and Wood. Up top, Rodriguez, must note, he's got 48 goals for Burnley in his career. What a night it was on Wednesday. Fantastic stuff, wasn't it? We are going to have a look back now. Burnley winning at Old Trafford the first time since 1962. Let's have a look back at the highlights now. Here come the teams. One change for the Clarets. Matt Lowton in for the former Manchester United player Phil Bardsley. Would be disappointed to miss out. The United, a couple of changes for them. Mata and Jones come in for Shaw and the ill Lindelof. John Moss is our referee, as he was for this game here last season. Taken the fat by Westwood, swings it in. Ben Mee to win the header, helps it on. Wood with a chance. Wide of the target, no flag. No flag. We had a look. McGuire's not happy. I think it's from his own men rather than the officials. Here's Matic again. Ball forward's good. He's found a bit of space for Martial. Charlie Taylor with the challenge. Burnley just left Martial. That'd be a worry. It's come off Martial, so it'll be a goal kick. Hendrick stabs it forward for Wood. Oh, knocked over here. Through him was Jones there, wasn't it? Here's Westwood to deliver that. Needs a help on. Chance here, Burnley. Guess who? Chris Wood. Finished left-footed. Double figures for the season. Burnley scored from a free kick and they lead at Old Trafford. Manchester United 0. Burnley 1. 10th for the season for Chris Wood.
Another set piece, wasn't it? Good well taken free kick. The Burnley fans going wild in the corner.
The break here for Westwood to help it on Wood. Oh, Rodriguez getting away here. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Jay Rodriguez! He loves it here. A left foot corker, and Burnley have extended their advantage. Manchester United 0, Burnley 2.
Close the book for goal this season, Phil. That's a fantastic finish.
He loves it. What a finish. Here's Mata. Burnley need to win this if they can. Header on target.
They're going to check that for a foul.
Shaw's there. He's won the header.
They're going to check that for a foul.
Hendrick was with him. No goal. Chalked off. Header won by Ben Mee. Will it break for Burnley in the box? Turn and shot. Easy save for Pope. Lingard trying to get it on target. I think he's got a blow. Oh, what a massive win for Burnley at Old Trafford. That means ever so much. Burnley have won here by 2-0. Manchester United 0, Burnley 2. 58 years in the making. Burnley have got that win at Old Trafford. Welcome back to everybody on YouTube. Sorry, Dan, you mentioned it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants a replay, Phil. We certainly don't want to be heading down to Norfolk on a Wednesday night behind those tractors on the A14. And I'm sure Norwich, with their plight at the minute, don't want that either. So you would imagine if it gets the last 10 minutes, Phil, and it's still a draw, I think both sides will be playing the 0-0-10 formation.
0-0-10 to try and win it, to avoid the replay. The gaffer has been speaking about today's tie. Burnley against Norwich City, 4th round tie. Let's hear from Sean Dyche now.
Back-to-back wins against Leicester and Manchester United. Have you had many better weeks as Burnley boss?
Well, there's certainly very important results and important performances. Particularly I think the one at Manchester United. They're at a different period at the moment, but it's still winning at Old Trafford. They've only lost once there this season, so therefore it shows that they're a strong outfit. And Leicester, differently, they're going very well. They were good on the day, but we managed to forge a result out of it and a big result. And then you go into the cup game, so we want to take on the cup game as well. It's a nice feeling in the camp when you're winning. It always enhances the feeling for the next performance and that confidence level. So we want to continue that, but we've got to be right. We've got to go and deliver another performance.
The 2 wins have put you in a stronger position in the league table. Does that change the dynamic for this cup tie, the approach? Can you have a real go at the FA Cup this season?
No, it's not. We've always tried to, It's one of them strange things, you get questioned about it and the changes you sometimes make and things like that. I believe in all the players here, so therefore we put teams out that we think can win games, and you've got to deliver. At times we have. I thought we were very strong in the last round, and at times in the past we haven't. And we've got what we deserve, which was nothing. And to put a performance out there is the first marker. And we've done that well in the league in the last 2 games. We've got to do that well in the cup to make sure we look after ourselves and get what we want, which is a win.
Can a team like Burnley win the FA Cup? Do you believe that?
You never say never. I've been involved in a cup run myself that people didn't think would go to where it went to. Wigan, of course, a number of years ago won the FA Cup. I mean, you don't want to put yourself in a bracket of never. I think it's increasingly difficult because our demand stays, the bigger demand, stays on the league, and being in the Premier League, I think means so much to the club and the area as well in a way, and the kudos attached to it. But on the other hand, the marvel of the cup, it's always been there. It still is. In my opinion, it's still a fantastic competition. So for sure, we'll be putting our side. I believe can win the game tomorrow, but we've got to go and perform.
Back everybody on YouTube, just reflecting on what was a fantastic night on Wednesday night, and tell us about Jay's goal. I mean, I've already cheekily stopped the goal of the season and the goal of the decade.
I heard that. I did hear. I did call it as well. We were sat across from you, and I said, well, you might as well give the goal of the season now, because nothing's going to better that. I mean, Jeff Hendrick usually comes up with one.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. To be fair.
But for Jay to hit it like that,
I mean, left foot as well.
Exactly. That's the foot he says, I stand on this. I don't hit with it. So to come up with a strike like that, just fantastic. Really, really delighted for Jay, and he's really stepped up. You know, in many ways, a little bit different, of course, in terms of a player, but in many ways, he's done what Sam Vokes did. You know, be the man. Remember when Sam Vokes came in after we'd sold Charlie, and it was like, be the man.
Yeah.
Jay steps in for Ash, be the man, bang, bang.
Yes, you take your chance. Yeah, you've got to take your chance.
He's now on 7 for the season.
Yeah, he's on 48 Burnley goals as well. We've got an eye on that.
He's on 48, so he could get his half century today. I'm telling you now.
He could. He could.
I'm telling you.
Wow, that'd be something, wouldn't it? It's fourth round, of course. Burnley against Norwich. Burnley got through to this stage by beating Peterborough United 4-2 in the third round. Let's have a look at the highlights now. Free kick put in by Goodmanson. Good delivery in there. Header won by Peterborough. Lennon to nod it back in. Oh, chance here. Wood, is it saved? Might fall in there for Burnley. It's the opener. Jay Rodriguez stabs it home. Header initially from Wood. Save from Pym. There was Rodriguez. Feeds it forward for Court. Lennon's available right-hand side. On for Wood. Nice touch back here for Rodriguez. Trying to drive through the middle. Might fall here for Peters. Look to hit it. Oh, that's 2-0. What a strike that is from Eric Peters. His first Burnley goal. He's hit it so sweetly. No chance for the keeper. They'll check it on VAR. But that's a special goal for Eric Peters.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt on that one. That was a fantastic shot. It was a good, probably almost 30 yards out there, and hit it, I think, on the half volley with his left foot right into the corner. Fantastic finish from Eric Peters, 2-0.
What a goal that was from Peters.
That's a great ball.
And here's Lennon to collect. Diagonal ball, driving forward here, Aaron Lennon. It's back for Lowton. Can Lowton get the ball across again here? It's just a little ahead of him. Touched it back for Hendrick to hit and deflected in. It's 3-0. Might have come off the defender.
Yeah, it took a deflection, big deflection.
But Jeff Hendrick will claim it. More daylight for Burnley. Burnley 3, Peterborough United 0. Mason looking for Tony here with a long ball. If Tarkowski can win it, it's left in fact for Lowton. Oh, poor header. Tony with a chance here to bring one back, and he has finished it well. Good finish from Peterborough's top scorer. Mistake at the back from Burnley, and on 39 minutes Peterborough have got a goal back. Top scorer Ivan Toney capitalised on a bad back pass, took it round Joe Hart, finished in style. Here's Hendrick, left-hand side. Good turn here from Lennon. Oh, he's found Rodriguez, big chance. Yeah. That's the fourth for Burnley.
Great finish.
Great ball, great finish. Top notch from Jay Rodriguez. That's a classy goal. We'll have a check on VAR.
No doubts there, I don't think. Well onside.
But played it so well there, Burnley. Swung in on that far side. Header one from Beavers, bouncing around in then off the line. And hooked in, they've scored. Ricky J. Jones.
Checking for handball, I think there.
I think there's going to be a check here. Ricky J. Jones is getting the congratulations. Clarets Player YouTube combined. Not getting double pay though, I didn't think, but never mind. We'll gloss over that. We'll gloss over. No. We'll gloss over that. Waiting for the teams to come.
You're okay. Yeah, I'm okay. You've got a face for radio.
I've got a, yeah, I always have. That's why I was on Lancs for 11 years. Yeah, oh yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I wasn't meant to be on TV. Absolutely not. I mean, it is a strong side. You touched on it. We said the front two, Cork and Westwood in the middle as well. No resting of the midfield.
Again, you've got a week and a day after this game. They've got an extra day to recover with the Arsenal game being on the Sunday. So it's Sean Dyche's way, isn't it? You know, it's an old-fashioned manager in many ways. It's 3 games in a week. You're playing 4.5 hours, lads. Get out there and play the football. Have a rest.
Yes.
Go again.
Yeah.
So
I like that. I do like that approach. The only thing, you don't want any injuries today.
Well,
do you?
That's the key.
You don't want any comeback.
You can imagine if God forbid Woody or Jay go down.
Well, yeah, you just don't even contemplate that, do you? Already a couple of ties last night.
You can't live your life like that in some ways.
No, you can't. You've got to live for now. You've got to live for now and keep trying to win every game. Last night, Northampton.
Sorry, if we win today and you get a great draw in the last 16.
2 away, aren't we?
Looks like a great
We're
decision.
two games away from Wembley. If you could win today.
So
yeah,
let's look at the positives, not the negatives.
Absolutely. Last night, Northampton 0, Derby 0. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2. Naki Wells did score in that game. We'll have a look at today's fixtures as well for you. Obviously, Burnley against Norwich here. Brentford have lost at home to Leicester. Leicester have won that by a goal to 0. Strange game at St Andrews. Coventry City, who are tenants of Birmingham City, they entertain Birmingham City in the 4th round today. It's Millwall against Sheffield United. Newcastle United against Oxford United. Portsmouth against Barnsley. Wouldn't mind facing the winner of those here at Turf Moor in the 5th round. Southampton against Spurs. West Ham against West Brom. That'll be a good tie. This evening at 5:30, Hull City against Chelsea. And then tomorrow's games, Manchester City entertain Fulham. You'd fancy Manchester City there, I would imagine. Great game at Prenton Park. Tranmere who beat Watford in the replay on Thursday entertain Manchester United. The pitch is awful. It'd be a real leveller. And a good tie at Shrewsbury as well, because Liverpool, I think, will play some kids. Shrewsbury against Liverpool finishes the 4th round tomorrow. So plenty to look forward to, but all eyes will be on here. We'll be looking at the goal of the decade at half-time. Some pearlers there, some absolute sensational goals. But I'm telling you now, we've already seen the goal of the next decade, because Jay Rodriguez scored it on Wednesday night. Here come the teams now. Burnley against Norwich City. Burnley in claret and blue. Norwich yellow shirts, green shorts, yellow socks. Let's go through the sides for you. FA Cup winner Joe Hart in goal for Burnley. Matt Lowton at right back, Eric Peters at left back, Kevin Long and James Tarkowski in the centre. Robbie Brady, of course, joined Burnley from Norwich, January 2017. He's in the midfield alongside Aaron Lennon, skipper Jack Cork and Ashley Westwood. Westwood a finalist in 2015 with Aston Villa. And then the heroes from Wednesday night, goal heroes from Wednesday night, Jay Rodriguez and Chris Wood, both have got great records against Norwich. On the bench, Bailey Peacock-Farrell, Charlie Taylor, Dwight McNeil, Jeff Hendrick, Matty Vidra and 2 youngsters, Jimmy Dunn, fresh from his return from loan at Fleetwood, and then Mace Goodridge. For the visitors, Ralph Fairman will be in goal, Sam Byram, the former Leeds player, at right back, Jamal Lewis on his 22nd birthday at left back. In the centre, skipper Grant Handley, formerly Blackburn Rovers, alongside Christoph Zimmermann. Holding roles for Tim Tribal and Marco Stiepermann. Ahead of them, Mario Vrancic, the former German youth player, Bosnian international, Lucas Rupp, who joined them from Offenheim in this window, and Nel Hernandez, the first Cuban to play in the Premier League. Then up front, Josip Dermic. They'll play 4-2-3-1, or perhaps 4-1-4-1. We'll wait and see on that. On the bench for them, Michael McGovern, the Northern Ireland keeper, Max Aarons, Timu Pukki, their top scorer this season, Kenny McLean, Andre Duda, Alexander Tetti and youngster Josh Martin. Great strips, claret and blue against Norwich strip of yellow and green. What can you not look forward to today? Fantastic FA Cup tie here. First time these two have met in the FA Cup here before. Did play at Carrow Row back in 2011. It was 4-1 for Norwich. Jay Rodriguez scored that day for Burnley. Just the one survivor today. Ben Mee did play that day, but not in the 18 here. Today, we're moments away from kick-off. Everybody looking forward to this one. And it's a bold selection from Sean Dyche. He's only made 5 changes. I mean, it is 5 changes, but he's kept with the front line of Rodriguez and Wood.
It's a full-back, it's your 2 wingers.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper's a natural one to change. So, in many ways, you look down the spine of that side, Kevin Long aside, the spine's intact.
Yeah, Kevin Long's a mean performer. He knows what he's doing at this level. We're almost set to get underway.
Big difference. I'll be Brady as well against his former
Yes,
club.
I think so. Yeah, you know, he's had to take a back seat to an extent to Dwight McNeil, and you want to show everybody today what he can do. Aaron Lennon as well, who I thought played well in the last round against Peterborough.
Yeah, he did. And he played well last week, I thought,
yes,
as well.
Yeah, so, you know, big opportunity for him. And let's see how this maps out. Burnley going to attack the away end in the first half. Burnley against Norwich City.
It's a little bit of a spice crowd, Phil. I'm looking round, I'm going to guess it's probably similar to Peterborough. Can't quite tell what's in this stand.
No.
We're looking right down on it, but I would have thought 8,000, 8,500
yes,
maybe on
yeah,
today.
yeah. It is a shame. You know, the FA Cup's not quite what it was, but Burnley very much want to win this tie. Norwich will get us underway.
It's a funny one, isn't it? No matter how many times people say the FA Cup's still magical, things like this just
don't seem quite the same.
Take away the magic a little bit, don't they?
Yeah, doesn't quite feel the same. Particularly my childhood, they were the biggest games of the season, and it just seems a bit strange these days.
Different to get to semis, mate.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Burnley could win today. They'd be just 2 games away from Wembley. Wembley semi-finals. Don't say I'd necessarily agree with that, but that's what it is. Norwich get us underway. Immediately, Peters in the action.
Oh.
Chase here, big chance early on. Oh, and he's put it wide.
Wow.
Dermich. I made that 9 seconds. It could have been one of the quickest goals ever at Turf Moor, and he should have done better. I think he should have scored.
He showed Pope
Dermich
in the eyes, you know, and sent him the wrong way, and he has to score. It's as
Wow.
simple as that. I mean, he played the ball straight forward from the centre circle. It's a little bit of a slip in. The boy's free, edge of the box, Pope to beat, gives him the eye, tries to curl it round him into the bottom left-hand corner and puts it wide. What a miss that is.
10
Dermich.
seconds. Wow.
Dermich, is it Dermich?
Dermich, yeah. Wow. Dare I say it might have come too early for the striker.
Sliding doors moments in games, Phil. We've had a couple in the last week,
Yeah.
and that could be another one.
Yeah, you've been watching that film again this week, haven't you? Heavy touch here from Farman, but he gets away with it.
Gwyneth Paltrow, how would you
It
know?
was, yeah, it's a big film.
Not bought any of her candles, though.
Jamal Lewis back for Hanley. 1 or 2 boos for Grant Hanley. Played at Blackburn, of course. Joined Norwich from Newcastle. Was linked with Burnley once or twice. Here's Aaron Lennon, just took that forward. Court can't win the next ball. Norwich in possession, middle of the park. Here's Jamal Lewis, back for Hanley. Squares it for Zimmerman. Zimmerman back for Hanley.
Grant Hanley getting booze for some reason.
Yeah, they do remember him here. It's gone back to the keeper, Farman, in for Krul today. Here's Tribal. Tom Tribal, former Den Haag player, helps it on for Zimmerman. Norwich bottom of the Premier League, Burnley 13th, 7 places separate them. Helped on here through the middle. And there's an injury here. Michael Ovell's pulled up for a foul. Centre of the park.
Got just about the best ref in the business here today, Phil, in my eyes.
Yeah, he's a fit lad as well, isn't he? And he'll get a bit of help on VAR. Doesn't seem right that 6 of the 16 ties will have VAR, and the other 10 won't. It's Vrancic who's picked himself up.
There's a little bit of unfairness knocking about in the FA Cup this year. You touched on it earlier on about the replays, Phil. If you had your game in the first weekend of the player break in February, you're going to automatically
Oh,
get
bit of
your
space here. Opposite
Offside,
flag's gone
offside,
up. He hasn't converted either. He's had 2 attempts, still hasn't converted. It underside of the bar with his first.
hit the
Burnley.
bar, but it wouldn't have counted a flag.
No,
was
no.
it? Yeah, if you play your game in the first weekend of the player break, you're guaranteed your week off the second week.
Yeah.
Playing the second week, like we do, you're not guaranteed that because you might have an FA Cup replay.
Ball in here from Lennon, looking for Wood. It'll break on the far side for Peters. Peters against Byron. Byron went 3, but playing right back. Back again here towards Brady. Break for Peters. Peters for Westwood. On again for Brady. Back for Court. Good play from Burnley. Peters left-hand side. Goes inside for Rodriguez. Man of the moment, I think. Ball for Lennon. Gets it back, Rodriguez. Going for goal, perhaps. And why not? It's blocked by the defender. Peters across to win the next ball. Deep inside the Norwich half. He's got himself a throw.
I like Eric. Done well when he's been in the side.
He's a steady defender, isn't he?
It's a good signing.
I think possibly Charlie Telly gives you a little bit more going forward.
Unquestionably.
I thought Taylor was magnificent at Old Trafford.
Unquestionably. You've got to have backup.
Of course you have.
And Charlie, I think we've got good backup. I think we've got 4 good full-backs, to be fair.
Yeah, I thought
And
Matt Lowton was magnificent on Wednesday night. He's had some difficult games.
He's had a difficult in and out season, perhaps, as Matt, but he was back to his best on Wednesday. And he just shows you what he's capable of. And let's not forget Matt Lowton going forward. He's as good as it gets in terms of swinging those
Whipping
balls
those balls in. Yeah. Here's Tarkowski. It's been a big night for him at Old Trafford. His family are big United fans. Ball forward from Lowton.
Spoke to James before the game on Wednesday night, and as people may or may not know, we have to provide a player for the broadcasters ahead of every game in terms of in the hour or 2 before the game, just to do a quick interview. So I thought I'd give James the nod. You know, he's a big Man United fan. It's a nice little badge of honour to go down the tunnel there and do the interviews. That not only did he do pre-match, he did post-match as well.
He did, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, he was mad keen, I
He would
think.
have had a great night.
Mad for it, I think's the expression, isn't it? Farman with the goal kick, ushers the central defenders away. Not really come to terms with that yet. Kick from the German. Brady to jump, win a good header. It's out of play for a Norwich throw. We've played almost 5 minutes, goalless here, but that big chance for Dermich inside 10 seconds when he tucked it wide of Joe Hart. Throw on that right-hand side, Sam Byron with it. Norwich in no real hurry. Vrancic back. Here's Byron once more. Oh, poor ball for Zimmerman, and Wood's nicked this. He'll go in the box here, Chris Wood. Can he finish it? Looks it inside. Oh, it's Rodriguez, saved by the keeper.
He saved it.
Good save from the keeper. He looked sure to score, Rodriguez. But to Farman's credit, he's done ever so well. And blocked it, I think, with his legs. Big chance for Burnley.
Chris Wood robs the last defender on the byline, does everything right, cuts into the box, times his run, lays it square for Jay. I think if Jay goes high, he scores, but he stays the ball low,
Catches his legs.
Catches the keeper's legs, but now that's a real chance at both ends.
It is,
inside the opening 5 minutes.
Yeah, just a little bit of height would have got it over the keeper's legs, I think. The keeper did ever so well. He just had to close the angle down.
He's counting his 8th of the season there, Jay. When he sets up for that,
I know.
He's counting his 8th of the season.
He's on 49 of his 50 for Burnley, isn't he? That's how close that was. Credit to Farman. He hasn't played much football, but he's made a cracking save here. We'll see a different angle now. He just throws himself at it. I think that's all the keeper can do.
Yeah, if Jay goes high, he scores.
Yeah. Great from Wood. Just showing what a blossoming partnership that is between the two. Lowton across to win the header. An open game to start, helped on here by Stiepermann, but Burnley will collect the loose ball. Peters with it, goes wide for Brady. Brady up against Byram now, overlap from Peters, goes inside for Wood. Would try to help it on, it was the right idea, looking for Lennon. Norwich will break now, and Hernandez looking to get down this left-hand side, but hasn't got the ball yet, has now. Decent ball as well. Cross comes Tarkowski to challenge the Cuban, comes away with the ball. Here's Lennon, back for Lowton. Lowton inside for Westwood, back for Kevin Long.
So much of Chris Wood's game is that hold-up play, isn't it? When it's working well, it's brilliant.
When it
brings
clicks.
other players in. When sometimes he has a little bit of an off day, Burnley struggle because he don't get up the field.
Yeah.
And you've had 2 instances already of Chris Wood bringing the ball down, first time, laying it off, that have just got Burnley right on the front foot.
Here's Wood on the
Here he is
chase,
again.
on cue. Moving down this right-hand side against Hanley. Keeps it in play, looking to hold off Hanley. That was going to be a goal kick, came off Wood last of all. Goal kick, Norwich. I mean, he clocked up his 30th Premier League goal for Burnley on Wednesday night. I mean, that is a fantastic achievement. I think it's 84 games for Burnley.
Yeah, what's his worth now, Phil?
Oh, doubled it, hasn't he? Doubled it and some. Yeah.
Yeah. So important to Burnley. Even like I say, when he's not quite having an on day, Burnley struggle, I think. When he's right on it, he just gives Burnley another dimension, I think.
Absolutely. Here's Hernandez, left-hand side. Jamal Lewis on the overlap. Hernandez threads the ball through. He's blocked by Tarkowski. But again, looking to build. Shot here from Stiepermann at the defender. First corner of the game.
Suffice to say, we're not
Just
going to
away
get
to
a
Norwich.
negative game today. We're going to get an open, attacking game.
Both sides have to be positive, I think. They want to win the tie. They don't want to hold on for a draw and take us back to Carrow Road. There's just no point in doing that.
Just play next goal wins at 90 minutes.
Well, there's an element of that, isn't there? There's an argument to start having extra time in the first time.
Well, yeah, again, we talked about the magic of the cup disappearing. He started doing away with replays earlier in the competition. Where does that leave it? It's hard, really. It just suffers from being so
Diluted.
far down the pecking order compared to the Premier League, doesn't it?
Vrancic with the delivery. Burnley have got a head on it through Tarkowski. Needs to win the second header. Has. It's going wide on that right-hand side. Ball will come in now. Good delivery in there. Tarkowski's won a header. Might break here, though. Left-hand side for Vrancic. He's looking to tease his man now. Just got the better of court for the minute. Can he whip it across? Westwood's come across. Here's Lewis. Lewis got plenty ahead of him. Good fancy footwork. Uses Hernandez. Hernandez driving again at Burnley. Left-hand side. Cuban done well. Looking to pick out a man. Swung in there. Burnley won the header in a way. Rupp couldn't get the shot away then. This is Wood to win the header here. Heads it back for Peters. Peters looking early here for Rodriguez. Too much on it. All the way through to the keeper.
Right idea.
Farman.
Long diagonal would have sent Jay Rodriguez clear, but sort of half volley was skewed right through to the keeper. But nice and positive from both sides early doors. Norwich have been very positive.
Absolutely, absolutely. 3-time semi-finalist Norwich, the first of those when they're in the 3rd Division South. Beat Manchester United and Spurs en route to the semi-final. They're in the semi-finals in '89. Obviously, events of Hillsborough, well, dwarfed that. They lost in the other semi-final to Everton and reached the last 4 in '92 again. Here's Peters with the throw. Well,
you asked me to do the semi-finals that year, I wouldn't have known.
Would you? No, that's it. But it's just obscured, isn't it? And inevitably so. You'd have known Everton because obviously Everton went to play in the final.
But I don't want to think about it. Those are the days when you could remember who was in cup finals.
I know.
I can't remember who reached cup finals.
I know. Yeah, I thought earlier Joe Hart won it. When did he win it? I can't remember what year was it. Who did they beat?
I'll probably tell you everyone from 1970 to 1990.
Yeah,
and after
biggest
that,
games of the season, weren't they? Here's Joe Hart on cue. It was 2011. He won it with City. Beat Stoke in the final by a goal to 0. Yaya Toure got the goal. Ball forward looking for Wood. Cross comes Zimmerman to knock it forward. Peters can't win that. Coming forward nicely with Rupp. Ball inside. Here's Hernandez. Left-hand side, looks a dangerous customer, the Cuban, looking to take on Lowton. Flicks it back for Lewis. Chance here for Lewis to get the ball in. Blocked by Tarkowski and away for a throw.
Not backwards and coming forwards, are they?
No.
Norwich 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men forward in that attack.
What I would say, they only lost twice last year away from home in the Championship. 12 wins, 9 draws, which tells you they were a progressive side. Went at teams. They've got a throw left-hand side here with Jamal Lewis. Disappointing, I think. He looked a foul throw by Lewis, and Michael Oliver agrees.
Go on, what's your favourite cup final then?
Well, 79 was fantastic, wasn't it? When Arsenal were 2 up, United got it back to 2-2. Alan Sunderland got the winner. Yeah, I thought it was a great final. I thought the replay in 81 was good when Ricardo Villa got the winner. Yeah, they were big nights, weren't they? They were just massive nights. Whatever you had on, you just made way for the final in a way. It doesn't happen
right
quite
from
the
it's
same.
a knockout at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Mastermind.
Cup final, it's a knockout and mastermind and the helicopter all the way, following the bus all the way
Tony
to the
Glover in the
stadium.
bus. Tony Glover in the bus.
I loved those days.
Burnley got a free kick. Rodriguez was pushed over by Hanley. More boos for him.
Too much football on telly these days.
There is. That's part of the problem, isn't it? Byron wins there. It'll be a Burnley throw. Front of the Norwich dugout. Here's Jack Cork. Just under pressure.
The irony of saying that isn't lost on me, by the way.
No. No.
I think that speaking of live games, I mean, I think we'll have had about 8 of our last 10 live by the time we get to the Arsenal
Spurs
game.
rearranged, isn't it, as well, for early March. That's 5:30 here.
I think we're now up to 12 live games
Is that
with Arsenal
right?
this year. You get paid for 10 and then you get extras.
I think
it's 1.2, 1.3 million per live game, so we're about 2.5 million in the good.
We must be doing all right.
That's before we play Liverpool at home, which will be on telly.
Away.
Oh, wait, sorry, away. That'll be on telly.
Well, they might have won it by then.
Man City.
I'm hoping they've won it by then.
They might have.
And they're playing kids. That's what I want. Here's Cork.
The kids aren't bad, by the way.
They're good, aren't they? They're good. Here's Lennon running at people now. Oh, it might just fall here. Chance for Brady on target. Save from the keeper. Fell nicely for him on his left foot. Curling effort. Farman's done well to claw that out. Big opportunity for Brady.
Nice approach play there, Aaron Lennon. Nicely laid off by Jade. It's that wonderful left foot from Robbie Brady. Tries to curl it in the bottom corner. Keeper just gets down to claw it round for a corner on the cricket field stand end. Down where it meets the Bob Lord stand.
Across comes Ashley Westwood to take it. Chris Wood's lurking beyond the far post. Tries to get in an unmarked position almost there. Let's see what Westwood does here. Swings it in. It is deep. It is very deep. Header one and over. Oh, it was a chance, wasn't it? Tarkowski, I think. Keeper got under it. Badly under it. And Tarkowski just having to reach. Headed it over the bar. That was a chance.
I think defences, when they must do the analysis of Burnley, they must hide behind the sofa when it's our free kicks because we're a threat every time.
Yeah, exactly.
From set plays, aren't we? And that deep corner has been so successful for us.
Yeah, 7 goals from corners it is in the Premier League. Just surprisingly Arsenal with more.
Yeah, I would imagine Arsenal as a corner.
No, see how good they are next week, eh? Defending corners.
I'll tell you who has disappeared from view, Ceballos. He came on, he played his debut against us. He was the great white hope.
Yeah, he
I
was.
don't think he's played since.
They were talking about Cesc Fabregas and comparisons to him. He's off. He's going back, isn't he, after 6 months?
Yeah.
He thought he was a world beater. Here's Vrancic for Norwich, just inside the Burnley half. Just eases past Westwood on his left foot. Who picks out a pass here. There's an overlap here. Byron's got a big chance here to make it 1-0. It's blocked on the line. It's an handball. Tarkowski's got there.
What a block that is.
Wow.
What a block that is. I mean, Byron has to score. He puts it past Hart. He's
thinks
clear
he
on the right-hand side of the box. Clips it past Hart. It's going in. And James Tarkowski gets back on the line with a Ben Mee-esque clearance that there's no appeals for handball. Must have come off his chest.
No, he's got his chest. He's got front onto it as Byram gets it towards goal.
See it here, clips it over.
He looks like he's done everything right.
Need to see it from behind the goal.
I don't think it's a check.
But nobody's claimed everything. There is VAR today.
No, I don't think it's been checked, is it?
No, I don't think so.
They're ready to take the corner. Bit of pushing and shoving in the middle. Norwich's second corner already. Michael Oliver's ready.
There were no appeals. So
No.
That's an incredible clearance.
Swung in towards the middle. Lowton with the header away. It's been a lively game. Good first 15 minutes, both sides. Could have scored a couple of times.
Got to make a bold statement here, Phil. It's not going to finish 0-0, this.
No, it shouldn't, should it? If both sides have got something about them, it won't be finishing. Stiepermann under pressure from Lennon's done well there. Stiepermann back for Hanley. More booze. On in turn for Jamal Lewis. 22nd birthday today. Northern Ireland International. Back for Hanley. Squares it once more. Zimmerman to come forward. Christoph Zimmerman into the Burnley half, looking to spread it for Hernandez. Good first touch from the Cuban. He's running at Lowton now. Coming inside nicely. Looking to have a shot. Oh, he's hit it well. Good save from Joe Hart. Moving to his left-hand side. The England keeper did ever so well there. That's a top save because he's hit that really well, Hernandez. Ball in, blocked well by Brady. Will it break here for Rodriguez? It's going to be a Burnley throw. 0-0, but both sides have had chances. Good save this from Joe Hart. Hernandez comes inside, skips past a couple, hits it well and it's moving. It's a good save.
Top save from Joe Hart. Within his range, he didn't have to stretch too much for it, but he got himself well positioned, dived to his left, made sure it was parried well clear. Good save.
Good save, yeah. I mean, Burnley are blessed to have Joe Hart in reserve. There's a card here. Who's that for, Darren? I didn't quite catch. Is it Tarkowski? Has he booked Tarkowski?
Must have. Yeah, I think so.
I think he's booked Tarkowski there.
I don't know what for.
No.
He must have said something.
Mystified there.
Oh, no, he's booked the Norwich player for blocking it.
Oh, has he? Yeah. He seemed to be holding it, though, towards
he was chatting to
Tarky, didn't he? Yeah, the player's blocked it, hasn't he?
Tried to take a quick free kick.
Yeah. I didn't think referees...
Stiepermann's blocked it from about a yard. Oliver's booked him.
Yes, he has. Yep, Stiepermann with the booking. Burnley shot from distance, got deflected behind. Corner it is. It's lively stuff. Second corner of the afternoon for Burnley. Good work from Jack Cork. Across comes Ashley Westwood. I think we'll know what happens here. Good effort from Jack Cork, left-footed. Got deflected behind. West Brom lead at West Ham. It's already Reading 1, Cardiff 1. Corner with Westwood to swing it in towards that near post, headed away. Ball in from Peters, hit it well first time. We saw what he could do from distance against Peterborough. And that's not a shabby effort either. First time left-footed wide of the target. Near post corner this time. Peters on the volley wide.
Saw the glory again, didn't he?
Yeah, it's a lively game so far.
I like the story of the Birmingham fans in the away end at Coventry today at their own stadium. I do like that.
That's a great story, isn't it? Ball into the middle. Farman will come and collect. Just a little bit too close to the keeper.
I tell you what, West Ham lose that to West Brom today.
Well,
there'll be scenes like you had when you were down there that season. I missed that game, but when you were down at West Ham, when you were trying to riot.
I wasn't trying to riot. You know, they were rioting almost around us, which was a strange, real strange situation. He's already under pressure, Moyes, you know.
I have to say, it doesn't surprise me.
I
like David Moyes.
I do, yes, yeah. He's feeling it.
I'm not sure it's going to inspire that appointment, is it?
No, he's already feeling it. Byron making progress down that right. They'll get a ball in here, Norwich. It's back again with Vrancic. Vrancic trying to thread it through. It's got blocked. Lennon to win a header to try and get it away. Here's Jamal Lewis again. Picks out Hernandez, who's been lively. Hernandez against 2, coming inside. Wearing 11, the Cuban. Who's found a nice ball in there. Chance. Oh, it's Stiepelman's efforts blocked into the arms of Joe Hart.
They'll be very pleased. Daniel Farke will be delighted with the start they've made.
They're positive. I mean, they've got a bit of a reputation of being too open. On the basis of the 20 minutes here, you can see that. They were sloppy as well in the league game here when they basically gave away 2 goals early on. Here's Hart with the kick. Lennon on the chase. Jamal Lewis, fleet-footed, gets there first. Knocked over, was he, by Lennon? There wasn't a lot in it. And that'll be a free kick.
Not from there, it won't.
No. He's going to. Michael Oliver's no fool, is he? He's going to just take that back a little bit.
Tried to take it about 15 yards further forward than the foul. Debated whether it was a foul in the first place, but if you've got a player trying to shield it out for a goal kick, and you go up the back of him, little nudge, over he goes. Referee invariably these days is going to give a foul.
Gives it, yeah. Keeper's coming across to take it now. Farman to take it. German under-21 international. He'll kick this right-footed. Tim Krul's been their first choice this season. Tarkowski wins that. Jamal Lewis next. Tarkowski, good header. Caught battling away. Can't get the better of his man Rupp at the minute. Little break. Zimmerman past the halfway line. Hooks it wide for Byram. Had that big chance when Tarkowski cleared off the line. Good skill here to get past Cork, and driving forward Norwich again. Byram on the overlap. Can he get the crossing? He can. Joe Hart to the feet of the attacker and done well with that. He's impressing, Joe Hart. Kick out of his hands. Looking for Wood. Wood will win it. Finds Rodriguez with the flick on. Rodriguez just down that left-hand side.
Really good Joe Hart so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, you don't win 75 England caps, Darren, if you've not got something about you. There's Peters. Throws it back for Kevin Long. On for Westwood. Approaching the halfway point in this first half. It's Burnley 0, Norwich City 0. Lennon under pressure here from Hernandez and fouled. Free kick Burnley just outside the centre circle.
Midway through the half, Phil, and I honestly don't know how it's 0-0 yet.
I know. Yeah, it's been a good cup tie so far. Tarkowski's going forward. Dare I say it, similar position to the free kick that Burnley opened the scoring with at Old Trafford. Delivery comes in from Westwood, again deep towards the back post. Norwich header, and they'll come away with the ball now with Stiepelman on that right-hand side. Just having to check back. Norwich looking to build from the back. Byram thread a good ball through. Here's Dermich again. Tarkowski comes across to join him inside the box. No real support. He's getting support now. Tucked inside nicely. Opportunity for Vrancic. Oh, great skill. Challenge again from James Tarkowski. Just gone off Vrancic and over for a goal kick. Did he think he had more time than that? It's great work, isn't it, from Tarkowski?
He's given a corner this time.
Yes.
A little bit like Charlie Taylor's challenge in midweek on Martial. Great little drop of the shoulder by Vrancic. Cuts in, leaves him almost one-on-one with Joe Hart. James Tarkowski has other ideas. Comes from absolutely nowhere. It probably is a goal kick.
I think it's a goal kick.
But he's given the corner.
I think it's a goal kick. I'm not
But
quite
Burnley
sure.
are up against it a little bit
They're
here.
playing well, Norwich. They're playing well. They're showing what they did last year. Did win at Everton in the Premier League. Vrancic now with the delivery. Left-hand side, left foot, swinging it away from Joe Hart. Burnley have won the header again. Tarkowski's got been stood on, I think, in there.
The key's always staying in the game, isn't it? When sides are on top, the key is staying in the game. Burnley do that so well, and you know that the chances will come at some stage. But at the minute, you'd have to say Norwich are probably the better side of the two.
Yes, yeah. That clearance off the line from Tarkowski was sensational. And his block just moments ago when Vrancic had engineered an opportunity was sensational.
Perhaps playing with a little bit of freedom. Norwich, perhaps.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know,
they've nothing to lose.
Released from the Premier League and the trials and tribulations that they've had in the Premier League. Released from that for a game, and it's almost like, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah,
Blow your
forget about the
shoulders
league
back.
for a week, yeah.
Get about them, and they've done that really well in the first 25 minutes of this game.
Here's Tribal. That holding roll
By
picks
the way,
out Steeperman.
said trials and tribulations, they're still well in touch. They're not detached by any means at the bottom of the league.
No.
A couple of wins and it would look completely different
No.
for Norwich.
Yeah, they're
only
13.
6 points.
Yeah, they are, but 13 behind us.
Yeah, but in terms of their staying up,
They've an
2
opportunity.
wins and things would change
Yes, it would.
dramatically.
Yeah, if they could have
for
4
Norwich.
days like we've had.
Yeah, and I don't know what their fixture list is like. I mean, obviously everybody they play is above them in the table, but there'll be peers down there that are playing in the coming weeks that'll be looking to step points off. And as you said, Phil, you can have one big week in this league. Then you
Yeah,
get
it makes
another
a
Man City
difference.
result, and one more on top of that. Teams
Yeah.
below them don't win many because that's why you're down the bottom. Suddenly, you're right.
Anything
in
can
touch.
happen. Yeah. Oh, good turn here from Steeperman. He's got Hernandez left-hand side a little bit wide. That's allowed Tarkowski to get back. Hernandez by the byline, looking to tease Lowton. Back here for Vrancic. In a lot of the ball. Mario Vrancic. Has he got a right foot? He has. It's got deflected behind. Corner. Norwich's 4th corner of the half.
Burnley struggling a little bit to get out their own half in a minute.
20 minutes to half time. Remains goalless, but plenty of chances. Let's see what they can do left hand side. Vrancic wants a word with somebody. Hanley's come forward.
It's not so warm today, Phil.
No, I think this is colder half. We're on the other side of the gantry for COMMS Cam Live, and it's a bit cooler. Yeah. Here's Vrancic, wearing 8. Bosnian international, swings this in left-footed. Good delivery in there. Header 1, still in play. Burnley have got it away through Brady. Might just fall here though for Rupp, the new lad. Good shot. Hart saved it. He saved it well to his right-hand side to push it over. But there's a little reminder here of Joe Hart's abilities in goal. Rupp hit that and it stayed hit. Good save from Hart. He's really clouted that, the new signing. Hart got there and pushed it over the bar. Another corner, far side. No hurry to take it, but they've got plenty in the middle here to aim at. Zimmerman's come forward, Hanley's come forward. Let's see who they find with the delivery here. Thought about going short and then thought again. Lennon had closed that option out. Will be swung in. Good delivery in there. Trying to flick it on. It's headed away. It's Eric Peters with a header away. Done well with it.
Deserve to be ahead, Norwich. No doubt about it.
Oh,
Now.
they've had some chances, haven't they? You know, that one inside 10 seconds. If you think of that.
Joe Hart's made 2 big saves.
Yeah,
James Tarkowski with the last-minute block.
Plenty there for Norwich to be happy about.
They will wonder why they're not ahead, or how they're not ahead.
Peters back to Hart. Burnley 0. Norwich City 0.
27 on the clock, Phil.
Yeah.
Then after a brightish start from Burnley, it's gone a little bit flat.
Yeah, we've not got the ball to the front too, have we? Not got it wide either to Brady or Lennon. So Norwich certainly the better side so far. Burnley won't want after the Lord Mayor's show from Wednesday night. Got a touch on that Westwood. It was just above Peters, but there's a bit of tidying up here from Long. Occasionally when it's been Long, Tarkowski's gone left-hand side. Long's gone long left-hand side today. Here's Rodriguez. It's gone out of play for a Burnley throw. I think Norwich thought it went out before that.
Good signs
kicked the
of
ball away.
Good signs of the Rodriguez-Wood partnership working again there. I thought when they came together at first, one was flicking one on. There was a little bit of distance between them. They weren't quite reading it, but it worked well on Wednesday night. I mean, Jay's goal was terrific. And another one there.
It's not just the shot, Darren, is it? It's the interplay before it.
But even there, Woody flicks it on. He knows where Jay's running. Jay runs on.
Yeah.
They're getting a nice little understanding, those two now. And when Barnes is fit, you know, he may well have to spill it on the bench a little
He'll
bit.
be growling somewhere at the minute, won't he? The thought of not coming straight back into the side.
If you've got the shirt, that's Sean Dyche's mantra, isn't it?
Ball over the top, looking for Brady. He'd made a good run. Didn't quite get there. Farman to roll it out. It's a poor roll out. Peters just pressing on him, wins the throw. The press was good, I thought, on Wednesday night as well. Kept everybody occupied in the middle of the park. Apparently, the Burnley 11 ran 2 miles more than the Manchester United side.
Is that right?
Doesn't surprise you, does it? But it's a heck of a start, that. And that's 11 against 14, by the way.
Doesn't read well if you're only going to Solskjaer.
No, it doesn't.
I mean,
No.
when you've got the ball, perhaps you're not running as much with it because you're zipping it around a little bit. When you haven't got the ball, you've got to do the chasing. And Man United certainly have probably more possession than us. I haven't seen the stats, but
yes,
still,
they did.
2 miles is a
2 miles is a lot.
distance.
It might be defensive running, but you know it depends exactly where you're running to. But 2 miles more is some telling stat. Here's Tarkowski under pressure, goes inside for Westwood. Long wide for Peters. Peters looking forward here. Good run from Brady. Wood couldn't win the header, but he'll break here for Rodriguez. It just stuck back nicely. Oh, he's looking to pull the trigger, and Vrancic just nicked it off him. Goes wide for Lennon. Lennon up against Jamal Lewis here. There's the run from Lowton to try and help him. Clips it towards the back post. Brady wins the header. Can Rodriguez win the next ball? Try to nod it down unselfishly for Westwood. Here's Peters. Good from Burnley, though. Brady left-hand side. Chance for him to just have a run at Byram here. McNeil caused Byram some problems in the league game. That's a Burnley corner. Interesting Dwight McNeil rests, doesn't it, for the game? He's 20. He's a key man now. We're resting the 20-year-old.
Wow, he's earned a break, hasn't he, Dwight?
Absolutely.
Well, he was quiet in the first half on Wednesday.
He was. He worked
his
hard.
old self in the second half, and he absolutely loved it. I was chatting to Dwight yesterday, and he was absolutely buzzing.
Yeah, released in Old Trafford.
But a Man United fan, grew up as a Man United fan.
Yeah, of course. Westwood to swing this in towards the back post. And a one against the bar. Tarkowski. Keeper struggling again. The keeper's not coming for anything, is he?
Yeah, I don't think he's given the free kick. He's given the goal kick, I think.
Would have counted.
He's clipped the sort of face, the top face of the bar there, James.
Yeah.
And it's gone out for a goal kick. Unlucky, but again, set plays for Burnley, so important. And yeah, Torquay's just head and shoulders.
But the keeper's just nowhere, is he?
There.
Where's the keeper there?
Keeper is
he's
just,
three yards out.
Needed a bucket there, the keeper.
If the stats are right, he's 6'6", by the way.
The keeper?
Yeah. I mean, he should be coming for that, shouldn't he? 3 yards out. Has he got his bearings wrong?
I think he's on his knees.
Yeah, wow. Keep that in mind for the rest of the game. A bit of time waste now, I think, here, when the ball's placed and then the centre-backs go forward. Gives Farman a bit of time to just regroup. Can't keep James Tarkowski out of this game anyway. He's involved at both ends. Brady to take it down. Good skill.
Brilliant.
Stabbed wide by Westwood for Peters. Peters to try and take it second attempt. Looking to hook a ball in here. He's found Brady. Taking his stride. Well, Brady. Oh, just wide. Great skill against his former club. First touch. Got it onto his left foot. Just wide. Just wide with Farman beaten. Good move from Burnley.
Real flashes of the old Robbie Brady there. Started the move in the centre of the field with 2 lovely touches, and he was on the end of it. Almost a mirror, really, of the goal he scored against Blackburn Rovers at Ewood Park.
Yes, yeah.
This time he went low for the opposite corner and just dragged it far past the far post. But really good that from Burnley.
Here's Rodriguez to take it down. Come alive, Burnley, all of a sudden. Westwood picks out his man. Chance for Brady this time. Just a little higher. A little higher. He's annoyed with himself because he didn't get it on target. But you've just seen what a good player Robbie Brady is now.
And Jim Rodriguez, I'm going to throw in there as well, because he plucked that ball out of the sky.
Laid it off.
Laid a beautiful one. Could have just swung it into the box to the one striker in there, Chris Wood. But no, pulled the ball back to the edge of the box where actually Westwood was waiting. Westy one touch, laid it square again, outside the D to Robbie Brady on his favoured left foot. Just couldn't keep his shot down, but much better from Burnley last 2 minutes.
Absolutely. We're going to have another look at the goal of the decade at half-time, and we're going to give you the final results. We needed a golden envelope or something of that nature, but we haven't. Ball forward for Wood to chase. Hanley to it, touches it back to Farman.
Some collection, by the way, in that goal of the season, goal of the decade.
It is. Some great goals, some great memories as well. Vrancic just to help that on. Stiepermann just to touch it forward. Oh, nice ball on here for Jamal Lewis, bobbing forward from left back. Peters coming across to try and cut it out, and there's James Tarkowski again. It's like a magnet.
He read that superbly, James. He knew that it was 2 against 1. He looked over his shoulder to see where the runner was, and then just dropped 6 yards into that little pocket. And when he tried to pick him out with the ball across, he was perfectly placed. Great defending.
Brady can't find his man there. He's expecting a run down the left channel from one of Rodriguez or Wood.
BBC reporting as good as a 0-0 can get. It's probably not bad.
That's good, isn't it?
It is pretty good
stuff
out here.
I've got to say, it's a long time since I've written as much in this first half chances and opportunities. Tarkowski's hit the bar, attacking. He's cleared off the line from Byram. They missed an opportunity inside 10 seconds. It's been a half of entertainment. Big boot forward, chase for Hernandez. This'll be Hart's. Easy take. And Joe Hart's had a good half. Really good save from Hernandez to his left-hand side. And one from Rupp just after that. Here's Long. Touches it back to Hart. Remember, Burnley play Arsenal a week tomorrow. That's a 2 o'clock kickoff. And then, hopefully, a winter break before we play Southampton Saturday, the 15th of February. That's a 12:30 kickoff. Westwood to help this on for Tarkowski. Tarkowski to go wide for Peters. 10 minutes to half-time. Burnley 0, Norwich City 0. FA Cup 4th round action at Turf Moor. Cork on for Brady, just back for Peters. Peters inside for Kevin Long. Long on for Tarkowski. Norwich just sitting back for the minute.
Reading 1-1 against Cardiff.
Leicester won earlier today, didn't they? 1-0 at Brentford. Cork picks out Tarkowski, got to push in the back for his trouble. I thought Tarkowski was excellent on Wednesday. Chase here for Lennon, he won't keep that in play. I mean, you did come away from Old Trafford thinking Tarkowski Maguire, didn't you? Tarkowski had a much better game than the United captain.
If he's 80 million quid, what price Tarkowski?
Well, I thought that.
He's been absolutely bang on it, Tarky, I think, last summer.
He does have dips. I think he does, and he'll know that himself. Lapses in concentration. But when he's on it, I don't think there's a better centre-back in England. It's gone short from Norwich. Chase from Rodriguez across the 6-yard box. Vrancic again looking for Hernandez. It's a decent ball. Norwich have played some good stuff here. He's looking to take on Lowton. He's gone inside him. Chance here for Hernandez. Tarkowski across to try and deal with it. Has he overrun it? Great challenge. Tarkowski again. Ball in there. It's a big chance again here now. And across the face of goal.
How many more chances do Norwich need?
Right foot across goal. Was he going for goal? Was he looking to plant it into the 6-yard box? Wide of the target. And another let off Hernandez. Where's the lightning down that left-hand side? Shrugged off Lowton. It was a really good challenge from Tarkowski in the box. Had to be certain. And then Dermich in space. Dragged it across the face of goal.
They've got to score, haven't they?
We've got to get it on target. If the keeper makes a great save, well, fair enough. But got to get it on target. Daniel Farks just sat back down. Frustrated, I think, that they've missed opportunities. Here's Cork for Westwood. Touch back for Long. Final 8 minutes of the half. Which has been really good entertainment. What a ball from Tarkowski for Brady. You've seen everything from James Tarkowski. It was a diagonal ball, 40 yards. Foul here. Brady on his man. A free kick for Norwich. Free kick with Tribal over it. Goes short for Hanley. Hanley inside for Zimmerman. Pookie on the bench. Has been a little bit of warming up. Wonder if he'll play the last 20 minutes or so. Touch back here for Farman. Farman under pressure, goes short. No lack of confidence. Here's Stiepermann. Can't find the ball. It nearly did. They've collected it again though. Dermich. Dermich to clip a ball in. It's well read by Kevin Long. Heads it behind. Another corner. 6 of the half for Norwich, who belying their position at the bottom of the Premier League in a really good attacking display. Remains goalless. 6.5 minutes to half time. Vrancic with it, left-hand side. Sign from Darmstadt. That's where they've done really well. Picked up international players. Got out of the Championship. He'll swing this in now, Vrancic. Good delivery towards the back post. Header won by Lowton, I think, in there. Won't break, though, for Burnley. It'll come back again. Blasted over, well over. Wasn't going to trouble Joe Hart. Well over. And that'll be a Burnley goal kick. Just flicked away, I think, from Lowton. Header back in there. And it just fell just outside the box. First time effort. Well over. Joe Hart hasn't got the ball back. Well, we're short of a ball here.
He's got it. He's got it.
Yeah. It's a little
Has
bit
he?
sparse.
Yeah.
Yes, he has. A little bit sparse in that stand. And Joe Hart's had to wait and wait. 0-0 it
Towards
is.
half time though, Phil. And Burnley, probably, probably about it, fortunate to be level.
They are. They've had some quality chances. Joe Hart's had a good half. James Tarkowski's had a great half. And then Burnley have had chances at the end. Tarkowski's at the bar. Rodriguez pulled off a great save, Farman, to deny Rodriguez. But here's Norwich again with Hernandez. Looking to run at Lowton. Jamal Lewis going on the overlap. Onel Hernandez coming inside. Picks out his man, helped on by Stiepermann. Here's Byram, on again nicely for Rupp. Rupp inside, nice. Dermot's trying to turn. Did he want too long? Cork's got it away, looking for Wood. Wood bounced off him, out of play for a throw. Got a good little record, Chris Wood. 5 goals he's got against Norwich. 2 for Burnley, 3 for Leeds. Played in East Anglian derby when he was on loan at Ipswich. So 1 or 2 nice little memories for him. Burnley think that's gone out of play on the far side. Linesman doesn't agree. There's a chase here for Dermot, up against Long. Dermot on the deck. Long and the referee not interested. Here's Tarkowski, gets it back off Cork. Just moves inside, comes away from 2. It's a masterclass at the minute from James Tarkowski. Finds Brady. Brady inside nicely for Westwood. Wide for Lennon. It was a little under hit, but Lennon's won it. Got past his man. Can he whip in across now, Aaron Lennon? Just get the ball in via deflection. And they've dealt with it, Norwich. But only for Westwood to stride forward. Knocked over here. That's a free kick. A little bit clumsy from Hernandez. Didn't need to do that. I'm not sure Burnley were going anywhere. And it's a free kick down this right-hand side. Interesting position.
Nice time to score this, Phil. Been under the cosh a little bit, Burnley. It'd be a great time to get a goal now. Definite foul.
It was. Didn't need to do it, did he? I mean, I don't think Westwood's swinging the ball in any time soon.
And again, set plays, a real
Burnley
chance
best.
for Burnley from
Yeah.
set plays. It's sometimes the best chance of a goal, isn't it, in games?
Yeah, we need Tarkowski both ends at the minute, don't we? Brady over it, Westwood over it. One arm aloft from Westwood. He'll swing it in. No, it's Brady, in fact, gone towards the near post. Oh, it bobbled around in there. Might still fall for Burnley. Lowton with an effort. It's blocked. It'll go out for a throwing in the Burnley half with Eric Peters. Ref's just stopping play for a minute to check something, is it? I think he's checking something here, Michael Oliver. No, he's happy now. We go again. Westwood looking to pick out Wood. Wood wins the header. Hanley with the header away though. Stiepermann, nice knock down. Clip forward, Hernandez won't win this, Lowton will. Little break here though. Again in the middle of the park. Vrancic on for Lewis. Back inside for Hanley. Final 2.5 minutes of the half. Stiepermann. Marco Stiepermann. Just inside the Burnley half, clips it forward for Hernandez. Lowton trying to get close, helped on here for Vrancic. Vrancic has got options, picks out Byram, the former West Ham player, looking for the 1-2. He's here with Dermot. Dermot's just dallied on the ball, allowed Kevin Long to nick it. Brady to help it forward. Kevin Long had continued his run, and that'll be a Burnley throw near the halfway line. Did well there, Kevin Long. Continental centre-back coming forward with the ball. Burnley throw. What's been a lively half, but it's goalless somehow. It's goalless. Final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Tarkowski. Helps it on for Westwood. Clips it forward. Lennon takes it on. Oh, gets past 2. Nice. He's still inside here. Lennon's caught. Zimmerman's caught him. He'll go in the book. Michael Oliver realised Burnley were away there. It's very central though. And I think Robbie Brady might fancy this. It's what, 30 yards from goal.
Might reverse the ball there, Aaron, before he got fouled. Chris would have peeled away on the right-hand side. He slid him in. Woody was clear on goal, but instead he was basically going back into traffic, Aaron. A bit fortunate to win the free kick.
Yeah, good move though, good bit of skill. Good from Burnley.
Extra minute to be played at the end of this half.
Yes. Just wonder if Brady goes for goal here.
Yes.
The wall is back.
It's Chelsea distance, this.
It is.
Chelsea all over again.
Right of centre rather than left of centre. Robbie Brady opportunity. Only a three-man wall. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Brady to hit it. No, he's left it, in fact. Westwood going towards the far post looking for Tarkowski. Through us all. And the keeper's collected it.
Delivery was just a little bit too far, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Arrowed to the left-hand side of the penalty area for James Tarkowski running onto it. But it was just hung in the air a little bit too close to the goalkeeper.
Still preferred Robbie to have had a go there.
I would imagine Robbie would.
Yeah. Whether it's because it was right-hand side rather than left, just swayed him. Ball forward. 1 minute to add on, as Darren said. Gone all the way through to Hart. Hart rolls it out for Peters. Peters towards the halfway line. Rupp comes across to stop his progress. Back for Kevin Long. What a lively half we've had here. Westwood. For Tarkowski, he's been just about involved in everything. Ball forward looking for Rodriguez. Header won by Hanley. But it break here for Cork. Centre circle. Battles for the header. Helps it on nicely for Peters. Left-hand side. Brady trying to break down this left-hand side. But it's blocked nicely here. And they'll try and venture forward with Byram. He's overrun it though. That'll be a Burnley throw. Might be the last of the action in the half.
But Norwich keep missing chances like this, Phil. The odds on a replay are decreasing by the minute.
Yeah, you never know.
Wednesday?
You never, in the middle of the winter break. Wow. You couldn't write it, could you? That's the half-time whistle. It is 0-0. A really good half. And Norwich should have taken the lead inside 10 seconds. Dermich got away, but missed his opportunity. Dragged it wide of Hart's left-hand post. Had a big chance Byram on the quarter hour as well, and Tarkowski was back to block it with his chest. Rodriguez maybe should have scored. Farman saved with his leg. Tarkowski at the bar from a corner with a header. It's been happening in that half, but somehow, Darren, it remains goalless.
Goals are in short supply up and down the country at the minute, Phil, and no different here. But Norwich will go in, and if you're a Norwich fan, you're sitting there thinking, how are we not 2 or 3 up?
Why haven't we played like this all season? They're probably saying as well, aren't they?
Well,
They are open.
It's a different feel. It's not the pressure of a Premier League game. It's a different side. There's a lot of dynamics in the melting pot there, but they deserve to be a couple of goals to the good.
Probably deserve to be ahead, to be fair.
Burnley could have scored.
Burnley should have scored themselves as well. Rodriguez probably should have scored. It's the legs.
That's the one chance for Burnley have had. I mean, James hit the bar with a good header from a corner, but as far as clear-cut chances go, Jay probably has to score that. At the other end, my goodness me, James Tarkowski's chested one off the line. Joe Hart's made 2 wonder saves, and they've missed 2 one-on-ones.
They have, yes, but a half. A really entertaining open half. We're going to have a look at the goals of the decade nominees in a moment. We're just going to have a breather for a minute or two. We'll be back with you shortly. Ball forward here for Rodriguez. Burnley played well the second half, to be fair. Rodriguez waiting for support. Wallace trying to get forward and help him. He's taking it on his own. Oh, what a run! Oh, what a goal from Jay Rodriguez! That is sensational! That could win the goal of the season. Burnley came knocking at the door. What a run from Rodriguez! 17 for the season.
into it by Marnie. Strong play from Marnie. Ings. Marnie was fouled. The ball goes to Vokes. Up towards Ings. Good football from Burnley. Fantastic goal. Absolute beauty. And Vokes and Ings have struck again. Fabulous goal. Marnie wins the ball from Henry. And then look at the Ings-Vokes partnership. It's telepathic.
Trippier, bit of space here for Stanislas. Right to Needley, brilliant goal! That is magical from Junior Stanislas!
And Kitely's nicked it. Ball back here. Chance for Burnley for Ings inside the box. Dinks it on for Jones. Jones with the shot. Oh, he's got in! David Jones! First league goal against his former club. What a time to get it! David Jones on the score sheet.
If Burnley don't win, Derby have to win to keep it going. Here's Arfield to touch it on, to find Barnes. Back to Jones. Jones, nice ball, gets it wide for Kitely. Ball inside from Kitely, looking for Ings. Touched on from Marnie, that's nice. There's Barnes in the middle, looking for him. 1-0 Burnley! Ashley Barnes! His first goal at Turf Moor! And how important could that be? Ashley Barnes, fantastic move from the Clarets. Touch back for Arfield, 1-0 Burnley, Scott Arfield, and all the Burnley players run to the Darwin end. Scott Arfield has got it. Blackburn Rovers 0, Burnley 1.
Nice touch inside for Barton. Barton under pressure though from Woods, and caught by Woods by the way. Referee's happy to play on. He's seen that Barton stayed down. Ball inside for Gray, touch back for Arfield. Oh, the goal! Oh, what a strike from Scott Arfield! That is extra special.
You've just seen the goal of the season, Phil. Simple as that.
Found Vokes in space. Can Vokes turn and hit it? He can! Oh, what a start! Oh, what a start! And what a time to get your first Premier League goal!
Marnie to touch on. Defoe, lovely turn, comes away with the ball. It's got Graham Vokes with him. Defoe looking to have a shot. Oh, the goal! Oh, what a goal from Stephen Defoe! Welcome to Turf Moor! What a strike that is! Burnley lead against Hull City. Hendrick to collect it, looking to have a shot. Oh, what a goal! Jeff Hendrick! Oh, what a finish! That is top class from Jeff Hendrick. Helps it up for Defoe, big chance here to make it 2-0. He's hacked it forward. Oh, what a goal! Oh, what a goal from Stephen Defoe. The cheek of it. Referee's ready. Robbie Brady to hit it. Oh, the goal! Oh, what a finish from Robbie Brady. Welcome to Turf Moor, to Robbie Brady. Worked it well, Burnley, trying to help it on towards Ward. He'll break into the box here, Stephen Ward. Oh, the goal! Oh, what a goal from Stephen Ward. Burnley took the free kick short, and he's gone back to Stephen Ward, and he smashed it home left-footed. I fancy Defoe to hit this. Defoe does hit it. Hits it well! Oh, what a goal from Stephen Defoe! It's a free kick to die for! It's threaded through nicely for Lennon. Can Lennon get a cross in here? He's on one towards the back post. Barnes! Yeah! Oh, what a goal! It's 4-4 for Ashley Barnes. What a finish, right-footed. No chance for Foster. Burnley have got a lead here, and what a volley that is. On for Goodmanson. Bardsley trying to go on the overlap. Can he help him here? Back for Hendrick. Big chance here. Hendrick shaped up to hit it. Caught to hit it. And in! What a move! The move of the game! Jack Tor! He did it against Aberdeen! Has he done it against Bashak Shahir? Swings towards the back post, looking for Ben Mee. Headed away initially. Might fall here for Hendrick! 1-0 Burnley! Oh, and about that from Jeff Hendrick! That is special! Goal of the season contender! And Burnley lead at Stamford Bridge. Option on again for Rodriguez. He had a big chance when Tamori caught him. Looking to have a shot. Oh, and a goal. Jay Rodriguez from distance. It's a mere consolation for Burnley, but it's a fine, fine finish from 25 yards. Welcome back to YouTube viewers. We're just talking a little bit about the transfer window and Nahki Wells, the possibility of Nahki Wells coming back to the club. He's
and with
been
a
on
week
loan
to
for
go,
Queen's
Phil,
Park
it's
Rangers.
never any difference at Burnley, is it? We're never one of the ones who lay down our markers early in a window, purely because you don't have the finance to make a deal happen early in the window. What you do, you wait for the dominoes to fall, and then hopefully something opens up for you, and that's where Burnley
a move leads to a move leads to a move, that type of scenario.
That's where Burnley will be looking this week. I'm sure they'll have irons in the fire. If they come off, they come off. If they don't come off, you've got to look at this squad and say, and I always thought all along from the start of January,
this is good enough.
You strengthen in the summer. You look to strengthen in January, but you strengthen in the summer.
Yeah,
Burnley
loan option, Mark. It might be a loan market.
And I'm looking one step ahead of you. Burnley have a bit of a rebuilding job to do in the summer, no doubt about that. Whether they want some stop gaps in January, because I don't see them forking out a lot of money for players. There might be a few bodies come in here and there, but I don't see, and I haven't done since early January. I got a bit of stick for this on social media, but I was kind of saying, why would you spend heavily in January?
Yes,
I know that
it's
people
not the
say
norm, is it?
your Premier League status is in threat, and of course it is. But it's in threat if you're halfway up the league at the minute.
Absolutely.
So is every club going to do that? Burnley were before Christmas, were 4 wins away from probable safety. We're now 2 wins away from probable safety.
It's not the time to gamble.
So, well, they might gamble if something comes up that they want. But my point stands that now you're 2 wins from safety. It's even less of a risk to go. It's even more of a risk to. Well, no, sorry, I'll rephrase that. It's even more of a gamble in some ways to go out and try and bring someone in for the sake
for
of
big
it.
money.
You might as well bide your time and get the player you want when they're available, rather than in a restricted marketplace when the financial aspect of it has gone through the roof because it's January and everybody thinks everybody wants panic buys because they're in demand.
Interesting.
I think Burnley will, in the main, to coin a Barry Kilby phrase, keep the powder dry and look to rebuild in the summer. But I think they will look to activate something in the next week if it comes around.
Interesting stuff. Now then, results, goal of the decade. Let's have a look at this now. Some fantastic nominees. I can tell you, in 3rd place was Ashley Barnes' goal against Wigan when Burnley were promoted, the day Burnley were promoted, back in 2014.
In second place, fantastic free kick from Stephen Defoe at Old Trafford. What a free kick that was. And the winner, I'm pleased to announce the winner, very, very tight at the end, Scott Arfield's goal at Ewood. Burnley won 1-0 at Ewood Park. A goal we will never, ever forget. Fantastic strike from just outside the box from Scott Arfield. And all the Burnley players ran to the Darwin end. Those are the type of memories, Darren, that you'll never forget. It probably won the poll for a couple of reasons, that, Phil. A, Nick Duggs goes out saying you scored at Blackburn Rovers and it's a winning goal.
But
B, those celebrations. You know, when
fantastic.
he runs 75 yards down Ewood Park, heading towards Darwin. And he would have been in Darwin, by the way, if he hadn't run into 5,000 Burnley
If the doors had been open,
it was a
Love Scotty.
Great day. And it just kind of cemented Burnley's superiority over Blackburn. We waited so long for that first win. He got it. And then Danny Ings settled that one, and now I think we're 5 unbeaten against him now, or 6 unbeaten or something.
I think the Gaffer's got a great record, hasn't he? I'd have to look it up, to be honest. I haven't got it to hand.
We had those games here where we came back, the Junior Stannis last one, and we had a few draws here.
Sam Vogt's got an equaliser here.
Get penalties.
Yeah, the Gaffer's unbeaten.
I think we're 6 unbeaten against them, I think it might be. Someone will put us right on Twitter.
There's something. I haven't got it to hand. But it's a fantastic record, unbeaten under the Gaffer. And long may that continue. We aren't going anywhere. I don't think Blackburn Rovers are going up, so I think we won't be playing each other next season.
What do you think we'll finish? So I'm going to have a little competition now. Where do you think we're going to finish in the league?
I wouldn't be surprised if we're somewhere similar to where we are now. We're 13th at the minute, something in that region, 13, 14, 15. I think we've had that difficult run of fixtures that we were looking at. Well, we've just picked up two wins in those, haven't we? So we've got winnable fixtures to come. And at a time when we've beaten Leicester, Manchester United, other clubs have had so-called easier fixtures.
I'm going to say we're going to finish 10th.
You thought, didn't you, right at the start, we'd be top half.
I think it's a bang average division.
There's not a lot in it. I'm not going to say below Manchester United because we've proven that. Below the top 4, I don't think there's a lot in it. Chelsea, I think, blow hot and cold as well with a relatively young side.
I think we'll finish above all the teams that are below us.
Wow.
I still have a sneaky feeling Sheffield United will come back to us.
Yeah.
I mean, they're only three points clear of us.
Yeah. You've got to look at that twice, haven't you? Sheffield United are only 3 points above us. That is incredible.
Southampton can't carry on that run forever.
No,
That's a
no.
big game.
And well done to them. They've been magnificent.
I think we can climb a few places.
We're only a point behind Southampton, aren't we?
I think Everton are... Everton.
Well, they're good and bad. Good, bad and ugly, aren't they? Team's back out. It's 0-0 here. We've had a really good first half. I mean, I'm telling you the score's 0-0 and you think, but I tell you what, it could have easily been 3 apiece. It could have easily been 2-0 to Norwich. It really has been that type of half. No changes for Burnley. They line up like this: Hart in goal, Lowton, Long, Tarkowski, Peters at the back, Lennon, Cork, Westwood and Brady. He's done well against his former club in midfield. Rodriguez and Wood up top. Burnley bench: Peacock, Farrell, Taylor, McNeil, Hendrick, Vidra, Dunn and Goodrich. Officials just making their way across the pitch. No changes for Norwich. Farman in goal. A back 4 of Byram, Hanley, Zimmerman, Lewis. Tribal in a holding role. Then Vrancic, Rupp, Stiepermann and Nandez with Dermich up front. Dermich should have scored inside 10 seconds, and that'll give you an idea of what type of a half that was. It was.
5 minutes away from a replay in Norfolk a week on Wednesday, Phil.
Oh. Well, if it is, it is. We'll be setting off
tomorrow.
Well in advance.
Straight from the Arsenal game.
They've never seen a motorway in East Anglia, have they? Michael Oliver's just about ready. 0-0 at half-time. Burnley get us underway second half.
Will be a result, Phil. I'm confident.
Well, I think certainly the attitude's been fine from both sides, hasn't it? Both sides have looked to score. Ball forward here from Byram. Dermich not able to collect it. I'm telling you now, if Pukki'd have played, they would have at least scored 1.
They'd have been ahead. Yeah.
Here's Kevin Long. He's the left-hand side of the centre-back partnership. Offside here, Rodriguez. The flag has gone up. Wood's on the chase. Stiepermann and Zimmerman were booked in the first half.
That's not Phil Bird you can hear singing, by the way.
It's good of him to join the party, isn't it? I thought we had him on a mic then. He was that loud.
Got a cheerleader sat in front of us.
Thankfully it's clean. Well, it's clean so far.
I'll apologise in advance because he might not stay.
He might have a X-rated song or two. It's gone back to the keeper, Farman, who just kicks it away right-footed. Header won by Kevin Long. Brady looking to take this down. Header won by Byram. It's gone out of play. Burnley throw left-hand side.
Interesting to see. I'm just thinking ahead here in the game. If it stays 0-0, the longer it stays 0-0, where does Sean Dyche gamble a little bit? He's got Dwight McNeil on the bench. That's probably the one gamble.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He can go with. Matty Vidra, of course, could come on and replace one of the strikers, and you wouldn't be surprised if that happened at some stage.
I'm not sure you'd want Chris Wood playing 90 minutes here, would you?
And Jeff Hendrick, of course, can play in that hole. He can play wide, so he's fresh legs. There are your 3, I guess, that are on the bench that you're going to look at. Charlie Taylor's not going to come on unless there's an emergency, I would suspect. And Jimmy Dunn and Mace Goodrich.
With respect to making up the 18, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Just in case of emergency, aren't they?
I mean, it's good to see Jimmy back and in the squad, but you don't see Jimmy getting on anytime soon, do you?
No. Not at the minute, anyway. Ball forward. All taking in his stride well here. Stiepermann looking to get the cross in. It was always going over. Joe Hart was a little bit more confident than me.
It was a cross rather than going for goal, but he took the ball well.
Sometimes you see those creeping in, don't you? He's just clipped it. It was always going over.
The Liverpool one here, of course.
Of Chris Wood, his own goal.
The one that just ballooned in the air.
I'd say that's a 1 in 1,000, isn't it? It's just 1 in 1,000. Well,
we were doing really well to that stage of the game.
We were. I think, you're top of the table. Those things go for you. Here's Tribal. Helps it on for Byram. Byram back here for Zimmerman. Zimmerman handling the centre-back partnership. Ball forward. Tarkowski wins it well. Dermich has been clattered for his trouble. Stayed down. He's picked himself up. Stiepermann, but Burnley have won it. Here's Westwood on for Lennon. Lennon have to be quick here. Good feet, gets it back for Tarkowski. Tarkowski looking for his big mate Matt Lowton, who's bombed forward. Can he take it in his stride? It's an awkward one. Hernandez getting back at him. Lowton just trying to hold him off. Good ball back here for Westwood. Westwood trying to get the cross in nice and early. It's the right thing to do. Here's Lennon. Back for Long. Peters available left-hand side. 3 minutes gone in the second half. Peters dummies the cross, takes it forward, uses Brady. Brady looking to angle a cross in. Decent ball, flying header from Zimmerman. He did well, didn't he, to get it away with a flying header. This is a good ball forward and a chance here.
2-on-2.
Yeah, Stiepermann, oh, he took too long, didn't he? Never had it under control and Kevin Long nicked it. Stiepermann should have done better there. Here's Brady. Goes wide for Rodriguez. Both sides bombing forward. Nobody wants to draw in this game. Here's Rodriguez. Clips it towards the back post looking for Wood. Header won by Hanley. Has he got it away? Oh, that's come off Hernandez. Oh, Hernandez has gone down. It's a cheap foul. Westwood smashes it into the advertising board. Has to be careful. Picked up a yellow card on Wednesday night, which I didn't notice at the time. He's now 8 for the season.
What was it for, that?
I don't know. It just missed me. It passed me by. And I noticed we didn't have it in our official report.
Chatting back, I believe.
Was it? Oh, is that the signal in front of you?
Oh yeah, we've got either that or he missed a puppy off his wrist. I'm sure it was it.
I didn't see it at the time, but it's 8 for the season. You've got to go 32 games before you avoid a ban for 10 yellows.
He can miss Man City. How about that?
Yes.
Do a deal.
Yeah, that'd be sort of, if you could manufacture it, that's what you'd manufacture it for.
Manufacture it for? We don't do such a thing.
No. Wood on the chase. It's the wrong side though of Hanley. Hanley will get there first. Oh, running to Lennon. Lennon didn't duck out of that challenge, did he?
On the throw.
Well done, Aaron Lennon. It's a catch weight contest, but he won it. Burnley throw. Ball on here towards Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to turn away, just links with Cork, on for Brady. Brady's cross is blocked, and that'll be a Burnley throw, left-hand side.
Just keeping an eye on things elsewhere, Phil. I'm not saying alarm bells are ringing at West Ham, but triple substitution at the break.
Wow. Wow, 23 points. They're 7 points behind Burnley. We've to go to West Ham yet. You know, they've invested a lot of money in that squad. Here's Lowton. Looking forward for Wood, but Hanley's onto it quickly. What's a player linked with Burnley once or twice? Grant Hanley. That's got out of play. It'll be a Burnley throw. Burnley bench. Peacock, Farrell, Taylor, McNeil, Hendrick, Vidra, Dunn and Goodridge. 6 minutes into the second half. Now then, here's Cork. Inside his own half. Uses Kevin Long. On in turn here for Westwood. Westwood looking long. Wood had just pulled short though. Heavy touch though, and Lennon's onto it again. Started the second half brightly, Lennon. Or ball in from Lowton. Not his best cross. Way too deep. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
What the attendance, Phil?
Yes.
8,071 inside Turf Moor today. 8,071, and a grand total of 776 people who we can salute who've travelled up from Norfolk.
Well done to them.
Set off yesterday.
Well done to them. Cries of you going down in front of us. But they're going down with a fight on the evidence of what we've seen today. They've been at times excellent today. Lennon's manhandled his man. It'll be a free kick. Just got in the way of Jamal Lewis. Norwich free kick, left-hand side. Just cut inside and Lennon was in the way. It's gone short. Hanley back again, just clips it forward. Stiepermann, who's got a turn away from Tarkowski. Tarkowski didn't give up, but it's a foul. Tarkowski's caught the former Bochum man. It'll be a free kick. It's what? A good 35 yards from goal, left-hand side. Vrancic over it. Plenty in the middle to aim at. One-man wall.
Plenty up.
There is. Everybody's back for Burnley. Swung in by Vrancic. Good delivery. Right in the middle. It's a goal. It's 1-0. It's Grant Hanley. He'll enjoy that. Won the header. Good free kick. 8 minutes into the second half and Norwich have got the lead. Burnley 0, Norwich City 1. Former Blackburn captain Grant Hanley with a goal.
Simple header. Good free kick, to be fair. Good delivery. 2 silly free kicks given away from Burnley, though, that led to that. And finally, Norwich get the reward for all their endeavours in the first 53, 54 minutes of this game.
Yeah, he just had to get it on target, you felt. Such a good delivery. Right into the middle. I think he's onside. Don't think there's any problem. Good head on it. Good delivery from Vrancic. Just bent it away from Hart. Header won. Once he'd beaten Kevin Long in the air, it's just a question if he could get the header on target, and he did just that. So Burnley will have to come from behind for the second successive home game. Clearance here from Byram. Header won by Long. It'll be a Burnley throw. Now then, it's just got that little bit harder for Burnley. But you can't deny Norwich have had enough opportunities. Here's Westwood. Tarkowski. He gave the free kick away. It was something and nothing, but it was in a dangerous position. Here's Lennon, right-hand side. A little bit of joy against Jamal Lewis. Lowton's gone on the inside, collects it. Lowton trying to clip it inside for Brady. Brady just couldn't get onto his left foot. Tried to. Here's Stiepermann. Overrun that a touch, and that'll be a Burnley throw. Just got that bit harder. They did win at Everton. They've had a couple of draws away from home. One significantly at Leicester, which was a really good result, and a 0-0 draw at Bournemouth. It does look, if you look to the side today, they didn't have a 0-0 draw in them. There's Peters, back for Cork. Just stretched him a little. He's going to pick out Tarkowski. Tarkowski looking forward for Wood on the chase. Hanley always the favourite, he wants it to go out of play. There's a push from Wood, but it'll be a goal kick. Now then, Burnley have got 35 minutes to turn it round here. Norwich leading by a goal to 0. Grant Hanley with the goal. Scottish international with a header. Farman with the goal kick, just pushes his centre-backs away. All a little bit of a con, that, I think. Farman with the kick, Long to win the header. Touched on, finds Wood. Wood back here for Cork. Rodriguez has started his run. Just gone short for Westwood. Westwood on for Lennon. Been busy in this second half, Lennon. Clips it forward for Brady. Gets it back, Lennon. Can't thread it through. And Stiepermann will just start another move now. Uses Vrancic, who's been good. Left-hand side. Left for Jamal Lewis. Rupp's made a move into the middle. Gone short for Vrancic. Clips it in, nice ball, big chance here for Rupp. It's good save from Hart, but he's touched in. There's no offside flag. That's 2-0. Simple goal in the end, and Dermich has got his goal. It's a good save from Hart, but could only push it into the path of the Swiss international. And on 56 minutes, Burnley 0, Norwich City 2.
Well, it's a long way back from now, Phil. Just a simple ball into the box. Didn't track the runner. Lovely little dink over Joe Hart. Joe got a glove to it, but obviously that's about all he could do to it, I think. Completely unmarked to the back stick. Just slotted home. Comfortable as you like.
Onside, clearly onside.
Yeah, Burnley's lines all over the place there, isn't it? Eric's playing everybody onside.
He can only just push it into the path of Dermich. 2-0 Norwich. It's a good save from Hart from Rupp, but he couldn't do anything about the rebound. And, well, Burnley have a lot to do here. I mean, had a splendid week. Come down to earth a little bit here. Norwich 2 to the good. Here's Tarkowski. Norwich enjoying themselves. Got the freedom to play. Here's Rupp. Look like they've got a good signing in him. Lucas Rupp from Hoffenheimer. 2 to the good. Did have the chances in the first half, to be fair. Well, 2 goals in 3 minutes. Could have taken the tie away from Burnley.
Probably is about the right scoreline now. On the basis of the game we've seen so far, that's probably about right, I'd say.
Indeed. It's back with the keeper, Farman. He'll kick this long. Peters can't win that. It's flicked on by Byram. Good work from Kevin Long. Just got there ahead of Stiepermann. Finds Cork. Wide here for Peters, on for Brady. Brady trying to clip it inside. Battles one, wins it back. Brady done well here, but then just ran away from him. Does win it back a second time. What options has he got? Just uses Westwood. Westwood on for Lowton. Back for Tarkowski. It's gone a little quiet at Turf Moor. Burnley 2 down here. Kevin Long to drive forward. Needs a bit of support here. He's got nicked off him. Didn't get a shout. He's pulling his man back. He might go in the bucket. Just pulled Steeperman back. Needed a shout there, Kevin Long, at a key time. Didn't get it. As we approach the hour mark, Burnley are 2 down here. Burnley 0, Norwich City 2. Goals from Hanley and from Dermich. Poor free kick this time. Easy one for Joe Hart. Did concede twice in the last round against Peterborough. But 4 in the net for Burnley meant it was a passage through. Oh, again, it's just short. Tarkowski will win it. Got there ahead of Dermich. And that is going to be a throw to Burnley with Matt Lowton. Just wonder if there's changes imminent here. There's a meeting with the management committee here. Burnley bench. Peacock, Farrell, Taylor, McNeil, Hendrick, Vidra, Dunn and Goodridge. Throw for Norwich. They've only ever won once here in 21 attempts. Well, it could be their second win. They lead by 2-0. Done well here, Rupp. Under pressure. Finds Byram. Gets it back, Byram. Helped on towards Rupp. Back for Rupp. Clip wide here for Jamal Lewis. He's enjoying his 22nd birthday. Driving now at Lennon. Goes on the outside. Lowton to meet him. Back here in turn for Vrancic. Again, Burnley applying the pressure. But it's comfortable enough for Norwich. Here's Zimmerman. Looks to spread it wide. Hernandez won't reach that. Burnley throw. Does he make changes, do you think, here?
He's going to have to look at Dwight, I think. Maybe Jeff. Can't see him changing anything beyond that, Phil.
What, look towards his more established midfield 4, perhaps?
Yeah, possibly.
Burnley
Robbie and Aaron wide. Hasn't really worked, has it?
No, it hasn't.
Degree.
No.
Robbie's done okay, I think.
Yeah, Aaron's been busy. But without causing them problems.
Well, that's the thing.
Hang on, here's Westwood driving forward. Ball inside for Rodriguez. Oh, it's just at full stretch. Don't think Lennon will get there. Jamal Lewis has got pace and does even better than that because he's found an out ball. Steeperman on nicely here for Rupp. Rupp driving forward. What's he got with him? Rupp might go for goal here. Just coming inside, looking for Steeperman. Big chance, wide of the target. That would have killed the tie. It's been deflected wide. First corner of the second half. Goes to Norwich City. Just driving forward. Rupp did really well.
I don't know who got the last touch, Phil, because it's...
Is he saying Tarkowski? Must have been Tarkowski. It can't be anybody else, can it? Nobody else is close enough. Has the opportunity. It's hard to see who's got a touch there, but anyway, Steiperman will think he would have scored, but for that...
Tottenham 1 up at Southampton.
But it's 2-0 here. Vrancic with the delivery again. And since they've gone behind, Burnley really haven't offered anything going forward. Vrancic with it. Clips it in left-footed. Good delivery. Headed on, in fact. It'll go behind for another corner, I think. Zimmerman happy to take the corner. Corner number 8 for Norwich. Left-hand side. In no hurry, really, to take it. Vrancic going across. 62 minutes on the watch. Bosnia international Vrancic to deliver it. Left foot, he'll swing it in. Grant Hanley up against Tarkowski this time. Header away by Rodriguez. Over his shoulder from Rupp. Oh, he's found his man. Somewhat fortunately, perhaps. Good work back from Brady, but he concedes the corner. Burnley just can't get out of their 18-yard box at the minute.
I think we're going to see Jeff Hendrick. Looks like he might be replacing Jack Cork, and I think we're going to see Matty Vidra.
Chance for Vidra to try and pull it out of the fire. Has got a FA Cup hat-trick to his name in his Reading days. Hat-trick now would do. Vrancic to deliver, swings it in, looking towards the far post. Tarkowski just got something on it. He's chasing it like mad to try and prevent the throwing. Good skill though from Norwich to keep it in play. Back heel was from Tribal. It's gone all the way back to the keeper, Farman. Short for Zimmerman. Wide here for Byram. Norwich in charge as it stands. Vrancic. Remember, they're missing one or two players today. No Cantwell, no Pookie.
They won't be coming off the bench. They won't be coming off the bench.
No, as it stands. No. Well, yeah. Cantwell's injured at the minute.
Anyway.
No, but, you know, gives them a bit of hope going forward, doesn't it? Offside here against Hernandez. It's not even close. The Cubans pull back. Flag's gone up. Say it wasn't even close. Joe Hart with the free kick. Burnley were making their changes. The referee had acknowledged players were coming on.
Chris Wood, I think.
Chris Wood to make way. Burnley's top scorer. Vidra to come on. Cheers from the crowd. Cork makes way. Jeff Hendrick substitutes as Darren called them. So straightforward 4-4-2, and imagine Hendrick centre midfield. Vidra will go up alongside Rodriguez. Ahead of today, Burnley only lost 2 of 20 home Premier League, FA Cup ties. 2 of 20 home FA Cup ties. Could be 3 and 21 because Burnley are trailing here 2-0. Ball forward, Rodriguez just knocked off here. Referee's going to give the free kick. The advice of his linesman, I think. The ball looked like it'd gone too far away from Rodriguez, but Burnley have got a free kick. Goal now would make it interesting. Burnley having to retrieve the ball themselves here. I assume Tarkowski's taking the captain's armband. I didn't see that exchanged. 20 minutes gone in the second half. Norwich 2 to the good. Burnley desperate to try and get back in it. One arm aloft here. Brady will deliver, swings it in nicely. Chance in there, it's bouncing around, the keeper's blocked it. I think Hendrick had the first chance and the second chance, and somehow the keeper on the deck has kept it out. Goal then would have made a difference. Lowton to win this. Might have been his first touch, you know, Hendrick. We'll see a replay in a minute. Here's Brady, good delivery from the free kick, can't get the cross in from wide. Touch inside's nice for Westwood. Back again with Lowton. Lowton to thread it through. Vidra, nice layoff. Brady looking early for Rodriguez. Touch back for Hendrick. He scores special goals. I just thought for a minute he was going to get one with his left foot, but wide of the target. It's a fantastic layoff. I think Jeff Hendrick could have scored there with his first touch.
Well, not seeing him. We're not seeing the actual shot from distance first. We're 60, 70 yards away from that.
Here it is now.
It's in a crowded box.
Brady swings it in. Oh, first header's Hendricks, and then it just bounces around. I don't think they ever really have a second chance, do they?
It doesn't really become a chance, does it?
No.
It's a missed header, though, I think.
It is a missed header. It was an opportunity. And then Hendrick on his left foot hits the keeper on the deck. Here's Westwood, stabs it back to his keeper. Approaching the final quarter. Burnley going out of the FA Cup here. Norwich City 2-0 up. Hendrick trying to get some urgency going. Peters to clip it forward. Looking for Rodriguez. Bounces off him. Zimmerman to win the next header. Forward by Tribal. Tidying up here is Eric Peters. Faces play. So goals from Hanley and from Dermich have given Norwich a 2-0 lead here. Lowton to get it forward. Finds Vidra. Just bounces off the Czech Republic star, and he's taken a bang to his right foot by the look of it. Long's caught his man here. I think he'll go in the book here, Kevin Long.
Yeah.
I think the referee's saying it's not your first offence. So Long in the book. Burnley's first yellow card of the game. They are the cards are competition specific. Tough second half here for Burnley.
As it was, I mean, the first half, the signs were there. You know,
we've just not created anything second half, have we?
No.
Having gone behind, we've not really got a foothold in the game.
It's almost as if Wednesday night took everything out of the system, isn't it?
Yeah, Sunday, Wednesday perhaps, yeah. Lowton with the throw on that far side. No real offers, just apart from Westwood at the minute. Back for Lowton, clips it inside. Long didn't fancy that, I don't think. Peters to help it back to Hart. It was an awkward sort of moment from the throw. Here's Long. Might have to go back to his keeper here. Hart on his left-hand side, kicks it from his 6-yard box, skies it a touch. Vrancic to win that, tidying up here. Oh, but there's an offside flag against Dermich. To be fair, I think Tarkowski knew that.
Well,
it's left for the keeper.
One back. We're in for a grandstand finish. But at the minute, you have to say, they don't look like getting the one back.
No, they don't. No, that looks dubious at the minute. Rodriguez, nice link play, gets it back for Westwood. Lennon screaming for the ball. Back for Westwood. The space left-hand side. Westwood's up to go right. Here's Vidra. Clips it forward. Gets it back, Vidra, but then a heavy touch. Takes it away from him. And Norwich are breaking here with Stiepermann. What's he got ahead of him? Real run here from Hernandez on his left-hand side. Looks to use him in the box now, Hernandez. Looking to tease Tarkowski. Oh, space for Dermich. Can finish the tie. It's a good block in the end from Peters. Corner Norwich. Really could have clinched it there. Corner to Norwich. Maybe Dermich
Burnley
just
on the
dallied.
attack. Norwich break with numbers. 5 in the box there, Norwich. 2-0 up, 20 minutes to go, and they've 5 in the box.
Yeah, credit to them. Sheffield United lead at Millwall. Mo Besic has got the goal. Corner. Vrancic in no hurry to take it. Left foot swing it away from Joe Hart. Stiepermann's on the line. Swung in. Burnley do get it away from Kevin Long. Lennon to win the next ball. Can he break with the ball now? Lennon is driving through the middle as he got support. So, real challenge from Hanley. He's got to go in the book, surely. Burnley are on the counter-attack. He thinks he's got the ball.
He is going in the book.
Michael Oliver books him.
That was a classic taking one for the team there.
It was,
that's probably, we'll look back to the game against Leicester here, you know. I thought Ben should have done that when Harvey Barnes went through.
Yes, there's an element of that, isn't there? Ball in from Lowton. It's beyond everybody. It's clipped off a defender. Look at the effort here to try and prevent the corner. Great work, to be fair, from Norwich to prevent the corner.
They've worked really hard today, Norwich. They've deserved the lead.
Burnley have to do something dramatic in the final 20 minutes to get it back. Kevin Long's taking the bang here. It's Peters, sorry, Eric Peters taking the bang. Just side of his head, he's picking himself up. Here's Westwood. Uses Lennon. I just want to see Lennon further wide. Stretch them a little bit if we can. Here's Brady. Did well to collect the pass. He's on his own a little here. He's beckoning Jeff Hendrick to him, as much as say I can't do it on my own here. Here's Peters. Uses Hendrick. Back for Peters. To use Long. Final 20 minutes. Burnley trailing 2-0. To be fair, Norwich have come here and played some good football. Westwood, nice ball. As he found Lennon, he has. Can he get the cross in now? Lennon hooks it back. Vidra slipped. Might still fall for Brady. On his left foot, back inside for Vidra. Burnley never really looked to take the opportunity. Oh, Peters has. It's another fantastic finish from Eric Peters. It might have even been better than his goal in the third round. Right in the corner. Burnley back in the tie. What a finish from Eric Peters. Burnley 1. Norwich City 2, Burnley back in it.
He's a cup specialist, Phil.
He is, isn't he? Wow.
It's a replica of the one he scored the other week.
I think it's
better. About 10, 15 yards further forward.
Wow. When he hits them, they stay hit. Burnley looked like they'd missed the opportunity. Brady trying to get a shot on target. Vidra had slipped. It fell then to Peters, edge of the box, left foot, bang, bottom corner.
Right, I'll give you a replay, Phil. Do you want it?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, you want to stay in the competition. It's been a lively old game. Tarkowski battling with his man here. It's gone Tarkowski's way.
Brilliant today, Tarky.
It could have gone either way, that. I thought they both had a hold of each other. Tarkowski's just stayed down. That'll be a little bit of a concern. It looked like it was never going to settle for anybody, did that chance? It was bobbing around, and then Peters out of it. Bang! Bottom
Brady
corner.
did very well, actually. Could have hit it first time, Robbie. And
yeah.
I think the chance went as quickly as it was there. The chance disappeared. And from that moment on, really, it was just bobbing around the box and waiting for somebody to hit it.
Now then, there's a bit of a worry here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Because Tarkowski's gone down. I thought he was holding his shin initially. I think you get Jimmy Dunn warmed up here, don't you? You don't take any chances. Just going to, if you're just picking up any foul language, I do apologise for that. We've got our own little choir in front of us.
There's a little bit of a...
There's a worry here
around James Tarkowski.
Yeah. He's sat up. That's the better news. There's no movement on the bench yet. Has he just pulled his leg as they were challenging there? They're helping him to his feet now. We're just in a replay of it. They look like they were holding each other, but I think, to be fair, I think Dermot is pulling him back. And he just falls awkwardly, doesn't he?
I think he's all right. He's still back up again quick. He's all right, James.
Yeah. Better to get treatment rather than try and carry on, I think.
There's a little warning there, though.
It was a shame in a way because the momentum, for once in the game, was with Burnley.
14 minutes, Phil.
It is. Burnley won't want to leave it to the last minute. Here's Hart. Looking towards Vidra, header 1.
Do you bring Dwight on now? That's the question.
Well, I think you just give Tarky a couple of minutes here. Tarky's not come back on, has he? Oh, he has, yeah, he's there. Sorry, I beg your pardon, he has. Yeah, he has. It was Hendrick. I just saw Hendrick. I saw Hendrick at the back there, and I thought, what's going on here? No, he is there. I don't think he's 100%. We want to have a look at him before we make this final change. Hendrick's made a difference, you know, since he's come on. He's clipped it over the top for Vidra to run onto. He's trying to get the ball inside. Vidra will collect it left-hand side. He's got Peters for company. Did he think about the cross? Uses Brady. Brady to try and get the ball through. Trying to find Hendrick in there. Hanley will get the clearance away. Norwich look nervous all of a sudden. Having played well, they now look a bit nervous. Again, there's a battle between Long and Dermich. Tarkowski to collect. Final 15 minutes.
There's no doubt about where this game's going to go now. It's going to be played predominantly in that half of the field, Phil, for 15 minutes, because Norwich are just going to bed in now, you'd imagine.
Westwood almost caught out there, but it's ricocheted off a Burnley defender. I think
might be a little bit early for him to bed in, but certainly Burnley's tempo's increased in the last 5 minutes, so that's going to force Norwich back.
Get the map book out. Burnley are pushing for a replay here. Left-hand side with Jamal Lewis with the throw. All of a sudden, Daniel Farke just looking a little bit concerned. It sums up their season. They've been great going forward at times, but they do leak a goal or two. That's it against Westwood. Norwich throw. Left-hand side. 2 goals for Eric Peters in Burnley colours, both in the FA Cup. I remember Peter Osgood scoring in every round on the way to winning it in 1970.
I'd say, I mean, if he gets to Wembley and he scores in every round, he'll get some run.
From left back. Yeah, Peter Osgood didn't do any defensive work, he just stood in the middle. Here's Zimmerman.
Wembley's a long way away at the minute, Phil.
It is, of course it is. Yeah, Norwich still in control of this. Tarkowski wins the header, but there's a desire from Burnley. Westwood to clip it in, looking for Vidra. Zimmerman to win the header. Westwood to take it down, hooks it wide. Burnley getting some space now wide. Ball in. Can't find a Burnley shirt. Westwood to pick up the loose ball. Seen a lot more of the ball all of a sudden. Tries to shoot for Eric Peters for about 35 yards. Here's Brady, comes inside nicely. Can't find Vidra. Tribal did well there. Intercepted it well. I think saw what Brady was doing. Steeperman, poor ball. All of a sudden Norwich don't look comfortable, but Hendrick's giving it away as well. Here's Rancic.
Just needs to be a bit more patient on the ball, Burnley.
Yeah, Burnley get a chance, won't they?
It's a bit of a hot potato at the minute.
Stiperman just to help that on. Tarkowski, good header back. Had to be absolutely certain he's headed that back from a good 30 yards out.
And I said it, we're going to see Dwight McNeil.
Right. Movement on the bench. I think they've just established Tarkowski's okay. And we're going to try and get McNeil winging in the crosses. Wonder who he replaces.
I'm going to go Aaron.
Are you? Brady go right inside. Yeah. Try and test the fullbacks. 12.5 minutes remain. FA Cup tie here. Dwight McNeil getting ready, getting instructions here. That tells you how well Dwight McNeil has done in the last 14 months. high kick here, but we're playing on. I think the referee's right to do that. Hendrick back inside for Westwood. Wide once more for Lennon. Take your man on now. He comes inside, 1-2, and Lennon will get there, will he? Oh, it's a penalty. Surely he's knocked over. Oh, Jamal Lewis might have got away with that. I wonder if they'll check that on VAR.
They'll check it on VAR.
Did look like he was getting there, Lennon, to me.
It will be checked because VAR's here today.
Here's Brady. Uses Westwood. Burnley have got possession. The check will be going on, I guess, whilst play continues. Must be okay. He's just put his hand to his mouth there, Michael Oliver. Assume the check's complete. Here's Vidra back inside for Hendrick. Westwood finds Vidra. Got to hold his man off here. Well, he did better than that in that situation. Perhaps lost possession. Here's Vrancic. Hendrick goes close to him. Vrancic taking his time. Finds Rupp. Rupp back in turn for Zimmerman. Some possession for Norwich. Haven't had a lot in the last 5 minutes or so. It's wide here for Byram. Stiepermann doing well to hold off Kevin Long. Clip down the line for Byram. Back for Rupp. Byram's gone again. And he'll get a cross in here, perhaps.
Let's look at it now. There's only 2 Norwich players in the box. Middle. There isn't the 5 there were 20 minutes ago.
No, here's Rupp. Corner of the box. Just uses Stiepermann. Might go for a goal here.
Here comes the substitution.
Couldn't shape it.
Brady's the man who's going to make way.
Brady has glimmered at times today. He's had some good bits. He's getting back to full fitness. Getting back to the Robbie Brady we know. Dwight McNeil to come on. Final 10 minutes. Lifts the crowd as well, doesn't it? He's become our talisman at 20 years of age, Darren. It tells you how well he's doing.
Talent. He is a talent.
They've done a piece, hadn't they, ahead of the game on BT. They were showing clips of Giggs alongside clips of McNeil. You can see a little bit of Ryan Giggs in him. That is a real compliment.
Giggs was his hero when he was growing up.
You can see it, can't you? You can see it. Fantastic player, Ryan Giggs. Had some hamstring problems later on in his career, but wow. Here's Westwood, final 10 minutes. Is the cup time the balance?
A free roll, I think.
I think so. Go where you want, lad. Create what you can. Goes wide for Peters. Inside for Westwood, back for Peters. Peters thought about the cross. It's blocked by Rupp. Norwich leading here by 2-1. Hanley and Dermich for the Canaries. Eric Peters with a real finish for Burnley. Kevin Long, can Lennon keep that in? There's way too much on it. That's gone behind for a goal.
No need for that. There's no need for 75-yard diagonals, Phil, when you've got possession and you've got Norwich in their own half. Move them around.
First change for them. Andre Duda, who joined them on loan from Merthyr in the window, has replaced Stiepermann, midfielder for midfielder. He's wearing 25. Duda. Kick here for the keeper, Farman. Referee's saying he's pointing to his watch. Big kick forward here. Header won by Dermich. Vidra tried to hang. Here's Duda. His first touch, trying to just release his man. He'll win a header here. Gets it wide for Rupp. 2 decent signings, I think they've made. It's back with Byram. Here's Rupp. Played well for them today. Picks out Duda. On in turn here for Vrancic. There's a run from Lewis. They're still coming forward. Lennon's won that. Lowton to help it on for Westwood. Can't get there. Vrancic to win the next ball. Clips it down the line for Lewis. Good strong challenge from Lennon. And that'll be a throw to Norwich. Just the worrying thing is, since Peter's goal, we've not created a great deal.
Often puffed a bit, Phil.
Yeah. Throw left-hand side with Lewis. Another change here. We're going to see Kenny McLean, I think.
23 for 11.
Is that right? Yeah, so it is Kenny McLean, the former Aberdeen player. Burnley throw. Back with James Tarkowski. He'll use Eric Peters. Don't think Wood's substitution was an injury. I think it was always going to happen. Oh, Vidra. Oh, it's well done, Zimmerman. It was a good ball from Peters. Looking for that 80-yard ball almost for Vidra. Nearly was away. Touch back here for Zimmerman. Vidra to put him under pressure. Clipped inside, header won well by Tarkowski. Vidra to challenge Zimmerman. Header inside for Hendrick. Hendrick just gets away from his man temporarily. He's got Dwight McNeil with him, trying to drive through the middle. Byram's won the challenge. Final 7 minutes. Norwich leading 2-1. It's wide here for Jamal Lewis. Lewis to face up to Lowton. Coming inside. Helped it on Duda, good ball. Chance here for Henderson's pace into the box. Stuck with him there, Long. Henderson's gone down, but Long comes away with the ball. Henderson back at him, and Kevin Long's fouled. It'll be a free kick. Cuban has caught Kevin Long. That'll be a free kick by the touchline. Now then, 6.5 minutes to get an equaliser. Hernandez makes way, as we said, and McLean to come up.
Grand finale coming up or what, Phil?
Yeah.
Need it, don't we?
We do. If it's going to happen. Burnley have got 6 minutes plus time added on to stay in the competition. Here's Westwood. Westwood on here for Peters. Peters wide for Dwight McNeil. Running at people now, McNeil. Gets it off Byram for
I think we're going to see the last 6 minutes of this game played exclusively in the Norwich half, Phil. It wouldn't surprise me. Norwich are bedding in now.
Rodriguez.
Trying to see this one through. Be a big boost for them, you know.
It would, yeah, to go forward.
Not sure it's the worst thing for us if they do go through in terms of them having extra games, but that's not what we're looking at the minute.
Yeah, I don't think Norwich.
That's a postscript to the game.
I don't think if Norwich get above Burnley, there's something gone wrong there. They've had a fantastic finish to the season, and we've had a really poor one. 13 points is a lot to make up at this stage. Here's Westwood. Just comes inside one. Peters helps him. Needs to go wide for McNeil here. McNeil needs to just wing it in there. Swings in a great ball. He's looking into the middle. Vidra went to the floor. Away come Norwich with the ball. Helped on here by Duda, but it'll go all the way through to Joe Hart, who'll launch this long. Final 5 now.
Ironically, you know, what would he?
You do, yeah. Here's McNeil, seen a bit of joy down this left, driving forward. Can he whip in one of his crosses here? Holds up play, swings it in. That's an easy one for the keeper though to collect. Just didn't get any purchase on it.
Give him the ball though, Phil. Just keep giving him the ball.
Absolutely. Farman to kick this out of his hands. Does kick it in the end. Tarkowski trying to take it down. Lowton will tidy up. Finds Long. Westwood. Burnley got to hope there's one chance left in the game for them. Peters uses Westwood. Square for Tarkowski.
You can't even say that Mr. Jays looks costly because the number of misses that Norwich have had. It could have trumped that twice.
Yeah, here's McNeil. Bit deep for my liking at the minute. Westwood on for Tarkowski.
Yeah, your fresh legs, Dwight. Get yourself forward, son.
Here's Tarkowski, uses Vidra. Vidra just trying to hold his man off. He's done well with it. Touch wide for Lennon. Dumped on the floor. Ball into the middle. It's too deep, is it? Peters can't collect it. Burnley's crossing hasn't been great. Lennon just too deep with that one. It's going to be left for the right back, Byram. Annoyed with himself, Lennon. We're going to see Pookie for the final 3 minutes or so. Should be, hope he's warmed up correctly. Throw down the line, finds Duda. Duda inside, into Van Ball for Rupp. He's been good, he's been impressive. Ball forward and space here for Duda, but he won't reach it. He's gone out for a throw-in. Final 3 minutes. Burnley have got to find a chance from somewhere. Burnley's Eric Peters got his second FA Cup goal of the campaign. It's got Burnley back in it at 2-1. Here's Westwood driving into the opposing half. Lennon heavy touch, needs support now. Lennon, it's back for Tarkowski. Will come down this left-hand side for Peters now. McNeil's ahead of him if he can find him. Hooks it wide for McNeil. McNeil looking to take on Byram. Looks for Hendrick. Rodriguez trying to flick it back to Hendrick, and Norwich have come away with the ball. Duda.
Been really cheap in possession, Burnley. They've given it away so many times in this second half.
Here's Dermich. It's gone left-hand side. Back inside once more for Vrancic. 2 minutes plus time added on. Can Burnley get back in it? It's with the Clarets. Throw with Lowton, right-hand side. Another change. Dermich to make way. Pukki to come on. Straight swap, striker for striker. They'll think they've done the job here. Sheffield United are 2 up now at Millwall. It's with Lowton. Maybe 90 seconds of the 90 remain. Lowton with the throw down the line. Little break here for Duda. On in turn for Byram.
The good news is, Phil, there's going to be an extra 4 minutes of play.
Is there? I thought 4 minimum, to be honest.
So
a lot
Burnley
of
have got about
changes
5 minutes yet.
to try and get that equaliser.
The bad news is, it's not really looked like coming.
It hasn't. No, not since Peter scored. I don't think really Burnley have created anything. That's it. McNeil finds Hendrick. Hendrick can't keep possession though. Norwich have been lively. Peters has nicked it though. Here's McNeil, halfway line, hooks it back. James Tarkowski's got the man of the match. First half just involved in everything, wasn't he? He helps this on for Westwood. Westwood wide for Lennon, gets it back Westwood. Man have to go long here, looking for Rodriguez. Will it break for Peters? Byram's hacked away at that. Kevin Long to take it down, but it's a heavy touch. We're up inside. Duda looking for his man, Pukki. Oh, audacious from Tarkowski. It was behind him, and he collected it. Took it away from Pukki. Down the line for Vidra. Vidra looking to have a run at Lewis. There were cries of handball from the crowd. Four additional minutes. 4 minutes to stay in the competition for Burnley. Looking to get it forward for Pukki. It's come off a Burnley leg, and that'll be a Norwich throw. Sean Dyche ran on the edge of his technical area. Had a good week, but won't want to go out of the FA Cup. Lewis with the throw. Left-hand side, throws it down the line. Didn't look entirely legal. He's got it back, Lewis. Blocked well, but it breaks for Hanley. Good skill from the big man. He hooks it forward, Rupp's on the chase, but the ball's gone out of play. Now then, Burnley, is there a chance left in the game for them?
3 minutes, Phil.
With Lowton, right-hand side, in front of the Burnley dugout. Bob Lord end. Rodriguez missed his touch. Hendrick trying to win the next ball. But again, Norwich do keep possession quite well. But it'll break for Westwood. Westwood to help it on for Lennon. Lennon, good feet. Helps it wide again for Westwood. Westwood battling to keep it in play. Hooked inside here for Kevin Long. He's got Peters with him. Peters in possession, uses Hendrick. Hendrick turns, faces play, digs the ball out. On for McNeil, one cross here, Dwight McNeil. Looking to get it in there, angle it in towards Vidra. Won't break for Burnley. Touch back for Lewis. Lewis should complete the clearance. Uncomplicated, gets it away. Long to win the header. Hendrick to win the next ball, flicking it on. Rodriguez to flick on. He wasn't onside, it's gone back to the keeper. Farman, he'll take his time, pick it up eventually. 2 minutes almost gone. Burnley running out of chances here. Zimmerman to get it forward. Tarkowski to win the header. McNeil can't keep it. It's nicked here by Peters, and I thought he was caught, but the referee doesn't agree. Peters can't believe it. Throw taken. Zimmerman to get it forward. Good header won by Long.
It's not a foul.
It did look a foul as he won the header. He was caught, wasn't he? Makes a difference for Burnley in that situation. Helped on here by Rupp. Here's Duda. Edge of the box for Pukki. He can finish the tie here, Pukki. Oh, good skill. Could finish it. Hart's got a save on there. It's gone behind for a corner. Really, really calm and calculated, Pukki. In the end, his left foot shot was saved by Joe Hart. And it'll be a corner on that far side. That's winding down the clock, of course. Burnley won't equalise. Norwich have got the ball in Burnley's final third. They've taken it short. Will Burnley get the ball forward? Not sure they will.
Last minute.
It is. It is. Under pressure a little here, Zimmerman. Done well with it. Bit of an up and under for Byram to try and collect. Good skill from the youngster. Battling with Peters. Peters has held him off illegally. That'll be a free kick. I think that'll be that. Burnley unlikely to get the ball forward. Free kick deep inside the Burnley half. And it looks like the Clarets are going out of the FA Cup at the 4th round stage. Norwich 2-1 up here. Goals from Hanley and Dermich. Peters did get that back with 18 minutes left, but Burnley haven't been able to force an equaliser. Free kick's going to go short. The referee has blown, so he needs to let them get on with it here. Might just give Burnley another 30 seconds. Ball into the box, Peters. Back for Tarkowski. It's been harsh on him, he's played really well. That's the final whistle. The Clarets are out. Norwich have won it by 2-1. Goals from Hanley and from Dermich, 2 in 3 minutes for Norwich. And in fact settled the tie. Burnley did get one back from Peters, but too little too late. And the Clarets go out.
All focus now on the Premier League, Phil. Yeah, disappointing day for the Clarets. I thought this game was there for the taking when the draw came out. And when you look at Norwich's predicament at the bottom of the league, but they were the better side today, simple as that. Created the better chances in the first half, could easily have been 2 or 3 up at half time. And at the end of the day, they've won this probably deservedly so. I mean, we should look. I mean, Burnley just not at the races really today, and I think maybe the exertions of the last 6-7 days have taken out of them a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're left to another year without cup competition.
Yes, not the Burnley we saw at Old Trafford on Wednesday night. Norwich City the winners here today by 2-1. Thanks Darren for his help on COMMS Live and Clarets Player this afternoon. Norwich the winners. Worthy winners as well. 2 goals in 3 minutes. Dermot's finish was good at 2-0, but it's a good save from Hart to parry it into his path. Hanley had early opened the scoring with a header from a free kick. Burnley did get a goal back. Fine strike from Eric Peters with 18 minutes left, but Burnley couldn't force the equaliser in the end. Norwich have won it. They'll go through to the 5th round, the last 16. Not to be for Burnley. The Clarets will concentrate on the Premier League. James Tarkowski's the man of the match. He's going to be the last to leave the field. But plenty to look forward to, Darren. We've got Arsenal coming here a week on Sunday.
That's the one now. Arsenal a week on Sunday. Get this place rocking. Another 3 points on the board. Almost there.
Thanks, Darren. And not to be in the FA Cup. Norwich City have won it here by 2-1 up. You've enjoyed COMMS Live and Clarets Player. All eyes now on Arsenal a week tomorrow. 2 o'clock kick-off at Turf Moor. Burnley against Arsenal. We've yet to beat them under Sean Dyche. Can that be the first time? Norwich the winners here. That's the story in the FA Cup. Goals from Hanley and Dermich. Peters with that 72-minute strike, but couldn't get Burnley back on level terms. Norwich will go through to the last 16. Leave the news. It's finished here. Burnley 1, Norwich City 2. Goodbye from me.